dangerous. Get dangerous. Shameless. Facing. Shameless. Get dangerous. That's my.
Hello everybody, welcome back to another Microsoft Flight Simulator live stream. I hope you're all doing well. Happy Thursday evening, my friends. Thank you for joining me. AJ, good to see you. Walpt, good to see you. School is cool, welcome back. Marco, good to see you. AJ, good to see you, my friend. John Swanson, welcome back. Captain Quinn, good to see you. Kenzo, welcome. New England Base Assassin, good to see you. Flying Samrock, welcome back. Gary P, good to see you. Life Begins at 40, good to see you. Jody Doc, welcome. Marco, good to see you. Cameron, good to see you. Max, good to see you. Chris, good to see you. Schmarkhack, good to see you, man. Sanjay, welcome back. Fish Out Gaming, welcome. Gavin, good to see you. Shido, good to see you. Daniel, good to see you, man. Welcome back. Hope you're doing well. Trucks Made Pilot, good to see you, dude. Welcome back. Strody, good to see you. Baldur's Ball, good to see you. Steve, good to see you, man. Welcome back. Hope everybody's doing well. I forgot how beautiful the WestJet livery is. I really do enjoy the WestJet livery. I think I'm going to be seeing lots of WestJet when I land in Vancouver Saturday morning. Leonard, good to see you, man. Good evening to you, sir. Hope all is well. Patriot88, good to see you, man. Welcome back. Max, good to see you, dude. Welcome, welcome. Hope you're doing well. Captain Robbie, good to see you. Thursday evening streams. Yes, the Thursday evening streams. How many of you have been enjoying these Thursday evening streams? It's definitely a quieter, more intimate experience, if you will. As I've always said before, a huge part of my following, my YouTube following, is over on the European side of things. So a lot of UK viewers, a lot of European viewers. So the evening streams, it's a lot more focused, I guess you could say, on the North American crowd, if you will. Reggie dropping 5 gifted members. Huge no floaties to you, Reggie. Thank you very much, man, for the support. I truly do appreciate you. That is unbelievably kind. Thank you, thank you, thank you, man. Guys, let's please get some love in chat for Reggie dropping 5 gifted members. If you were lucky enough to get a gifted membership, please make sure you say thank you in chat to Reggie. Reggie, thank you for the continued support, my friend. I truly do appreciate you, dude. You're one of the leaders, I believe, in gifting memberships. So thank you, man. I truly do appreciate it, dude. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hey, Cap, like the Thursday night streams. Nice, Nick. Good to see you, man. I hope you're doing well, man. Hope you're doing well. Got this on while watching the Sens game. Nice. What's the score? I didn't even... Was it 7 or 7:30 puck drop? I don't even know. Let me know the score if you want to keep me updated. Yep, love them. Can actually catch you when you are live. Yes, I know for a lot of my North American viewers, they are working when I do go live, so this is a great way to do it. So anyways, friends, welcome aboard. This is the final stream. I know it's crazy. Final stream before I am... the next time you will probably see me is Sunday. I mean, you might see me on other streams, but the next time you'll see me probably live on my stream will be Sunday morning. For you guys is when you will probably see me. So it's absolutely awesome. 1-0 for LA. Okay. Really enjoying these Thursday night streams. Thanks for doing them. Lefty Lab Circuit Seller. Good to see you, man. Welcome back. I hope you're doing well. Glad you're enjoying them, man. Absolutely awesome. LA1, Ottawa, nothing. Cool. Sweet. Well, still early, right? Is the first period done, or are we still in the first period? Probably still in the first period. The World Series ended. Yeah, didn't Texas win it last night? I'm pretty sure they won last night. So, yeah. I like our intimacy on Thursdays in the weirdest way possible. Of course. Has to be the weirdest way possible, right? All right, friends, let's jump inside the aircraft. Let's get this bad boy program ready to rock and roll. I have included the wear and tear mod that you see me using. So if you put ! aircraft or you check the link in the description under the aircraft, what we're flying, you should see the add-on for the 737-800. Just keep in mind, I think you have to do it for all of them. So for the 700, the 800, the 900, if you wanted to do that. But it is there, the wear and tear mod. I've included a link to the PMDG, and then the little plus, the flightsim.to file is for the wear and tear mod. Pretty simple. You just drag and drop it into your community folder. So if you own the PMDG mod and you want to get your aircraft a little bit dirty and dingy and, if you will, used, looks like it's been used a little bit, that is the mod to get it done. We do have some ATC on here. Looks like we've got Vancouver ground on tonight. Looks like they're departing out of the 26s, 26 right, 26 left. I'm not sure which one they get you out of here. Maybe we have to go all the way to the left side. We'll see. Got information Delta. We'll wait and see what they want to give us. But first things first, go to the overhead. Battery switch can come on. We'll get the ground power to the on position as well. Bring the aircraft to life. Beautiful. We're going to go all the way up top. Sorry, we're going to go IRS, left side nav, right side nav. Beautiful. Let's go ahead and scroll down. Looks good. Yaw dampers and all that's going to stay off with the forward fuel pump on. We're over on ground power. That's great. We'll get on a little bit of panel brightness here. Good. We'll arm our emergency exits. Chime only can go on. Go all the way up top here. We'll get our window heat on. Beautiful. Probe heats and hydraulic pumps will all stay in the off and auto position for now. Everything else looks good up there. Cruise altitude today. I forgot what we filed. What did we file? We filed 33,000 feet, I think. That's for the wind. I think we're optimally going to cruise at 33,000 feet. We'll see what the aircraft wants us to do. We'll see what the optimal is, but our initial climb will be 33,000 feet. Isolation valve is open. Packs are off. Bleeds are open. That's all good. We're going to get the logo light on as well, as the sun is setting here in the west coast, so everything looks good there. Beautiful. Cool. Aircraft should be coming to life. That should all be great. Let's come down here. We're going to go to our PMDG setup. Aircraft, and I'm just going to make sure we're going to go to displays, and I'm just going to make sure that it is in pounds, which it's not, which it is now. Beautiful. And then we can go to our aircraft tab. Everything's good there. Wonderful. We'll go back. We'll go FS actions. We'll go payload on the zero fuel weight, 131.1, so that is correct. About 84% load on the aircraft. Wonderful. And then we'll go to fuel for this leg, 18,100 pounds of fuel. We'll populate that and bug that up there. Beautiful. Return. Go to the FMC tab. We're going to go to pause in it. We're sitting on the ground here in Vancouver, CYVR. We'll throw that into our reference airport. We'll go next page, grab our left GPS. We'll set our IRS position. We'll go to the route tab. I don't have a company route, but somebody was saying, what are they? I can do a flight plan request. Anyways, I don't know how to do that quite yet. I'll have to figure out how to do that. I don't know what that is. Weather. I don't know why it's popping up weather. I just wanted to open this up and then export that so we have all that good, and then we can close that. We're going Vancouver over to SFO, so we'll go KSFO. We'll throw that into our company route. Call sign today, we are WestJet. What are we? 1774. 1774. We'll go ahead and bug that up in there. We'll activate and execute that. Beautiful. Looking good there. Happy with all of that. Doink, thanks so much, man, for 12 months celebrating 1 year. Huge no floaties to you, man. Thank you very much for your support. I truly do appreciate you, man. That is incredibly kind. This is what's up, Cap. Going to do some Southwest ops now. Nice. Thank you very much for your support. I appreciate you. Give me a sec here. I have to replay C2A's donation as well. Hopefully that gets in here.
You know I like intimate, especially with you, Captain.
Yes.
In a casual way, not in a fuzzy-wuzzy ginger bear way.
Correct.
Should have loaded up the WestJet livery that Hocon posted in the Discord.
Oh?
Although we all know that the no-winded 736 is the best Boeing.
It is. Huge no floaties to you, man. Thanks for your support. I didn't see what he posted in the Discord, but maybe I can download that for the next one, man. With the new tablet, you don't have to export the flight plan and the weather anymore. It's done automatically when you bring it in from the sim brief on the tablet. Ah, see, there we go. Okay, that's kind of cool. I didn't know that. I didn't know you had to do all that. Speaking of that, let's go over to our electronic flight bag. We're going to go to here. We're going to go and request data from SimBrief. We're going to pull in all that information in here. Good. It has my Navigraph charts, which is great. It didn't make me redo them today, so that's good. There's our flight path. You can see that our flight path all the way down to San Francisco today. I am doing this flight for real on Saturday, Chad. I'm actually kind of excited about it. I don't know if I've ever flown down from Vancouver like this, straight south, basically. I don't know if I've ever done that, so I'm very excited for this. Going to be doing that on Saturday afternoon. Let's go to our charts. We're going to go to our departure charts. We're going to grab our airport information. We're going to go ahead and grab our airport, which was right here. Good. We're going to go to standard instrument departures. My guess is he's going to give us the Vancouver 2 departure. We'll end up seeing he may give us something different, but I'm assuming that's what it's going to be. We'll go to arrivals. We're going to plan for the... What are we on today? We are on the... Bodega 3 arrival. Bodega 3 RNAV, and of course it is San Francisco, so you know we're getting 28 left. So we'll plug in ILS 28 left, which will be right there. Good. And then we're going to go to our airport, and we're going to also pin our airport charts up to there. Good. And then if I go to pin charts, it should have all of them, which it does have all there. Beautiful. Cool. Let's go ahead and plug up some numbers very quickly. We're going to go to our NITREF. We're looking for a zero fuel weight of 131.1. On the fuel, we need 17.7. We do have 18.2 on board, so that's good. We're going to go 5,000 pounds of reserve. Cost index, we're going to go with 35. Our initial cruise level, 33,000 feet. I'm pretty sure that's because of wind. Winds are going to be 254 at 56. So we'll bug that up and execute that. Good. Transition altitude is 18,000 feet. Wonderful. As far as departures go, let's come back here and we'll actually go to our departure performance tool and we'll plug in some information. So Vancouver, Vancouver International, yes. I'm assuming we're getting 26 left for departure. We're going to import from there. We're going to import from aircraft as well. Takeoff flaps, optimum, rating, optimum, anti-ice off, weight 149.2. 25.75 on the CG weight. Packs will be on. We'll import the weather and we'll go ahead and calculate our V speeds. So you can see here that it wants us to do a cell temp of 51 degrees, which is going to give us an N1 of 91.7. So we're going to come down here. We'll go ahead and select 51 on the cell temp and we'll throw that into there. Good. And 91.7, once we have the packs on, you'll see that those numbers will actually be exactly that. So go to takeoff. We're going with the flaps 5 degrees today. Our CG weight 25.8. Trim value is there, and I don't know why it doesn't give us... Oh, I haven't selected the runway, so it hasn't given us our V-speeds yet, so that's perfectly fine. Cool. Let's go ahead and tune to Vancouver ground, 121.7, and we'll go ahead and grab our IFR clearance down to San Francisco. We do have ATIS information Delta as well. Vancouver ground, good evening, WestJet 1774 with info Delta IFR to San Francisco, please.
WestJet 1774, Vancouver ground. I don't see a flight plan for you.
All right, I filed about 45 minutes ago. I'll file one now for you. I will file off another flight plan. I always file off an early plan. That's how I make sure that I usually get to keep my my flight plan or my call sign. All right, that should be in there.
Air
that
Canada,
should be good.
0, Vancouver ground. Hello, you are cleared to San Francisco on the Georgia 6 departure flight plan route. Runway 26
so we can plan that.
5444.
Georgia 6, 26 left. Execute that. Good. And then for our arrivals, we're going to plan Bodega 3 with the Melbeck transition. And we're going to plan for the ILS 28 left, and we want to take it via Eddie, I believe. If I come over here and we go to our charts, and we go to our arrival charts, star, Bodega 3, takes us to Bricks, and then approach. If we go here and look at that, we can see that we want to take it via, actually no, we don't. We want it via He-Man? Is that an option? Archie, Eddie, Faith, and Sidby. I guess we could just put Art. Well, I guess we put Faith because that would be the longest way in. So we'll take it via Faith. Cool.
Delta 7, hold short.
That's good. Happy with that. We'll come back here. We'll go back. We'll go back to our departure performance just to make sure all those numbers are matching.
All right, we got altimeter 29085. We'll taxi via Julia, Alpha,
good,
Julia,
looks great.
Hotel,
everything looks good there.
Delta 7, and we'll hold short 26 left. United 1230.
Blame Dan. Look up, did not know you was doing a double. I was just watching your earlier flight. Yes.
1774.
The double is trouble, my friend. Go ahead for WestJet 1774.
I see your flight plan now. Do you want a clearance?
Affirm, please. Thank you. All right, you should get us our clearance.
1774, you are clear to San Francisco on the Georgia 6 departure, flight plan route, runway 26 left. Stand by, I'll get you a squawk.
Living on a player, good to see you, man. Honcho coming in with 5 gifted members. Huge enough floaties to you, Honcho. Thanks so much for support, my man. I appreciate you. 2 days away, dude. It's kind of surreal at this point that
55 standby.
Tonight is basically my last regular sleep.
5706.
Like for a little bit at least, I would assume. So thank you, man. Appreciate you, Mike, for the support. Huge enough floaties to you, Honcho. Honcho will be part of the World Flight team as well, guys. So thank you, Honcho. Appreciate you, my man. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Extremely kind, dude. It is weird. Yes, it is weird. It's very weird that I'll be down there shortly, is what's kind of crazy.
WestJet 655. You are
got my squawk? Oh, I missed
Georgia
it.
6 departure, flight plan route. Runway 26 left. Squawk 5616.
5706. Okay, thank you.
Georgia 6 departure, 26 left, flight plan route, and squawk test, please repeat. Wasn't ready for that one.
WestJet 655, squawk 5616.
Roger, rest is correct, and 5616 for WestJet 655.
WestJet 655, read back correct. Push and start at your discretion, and call me for taxi.
We're going to start at our
going
discretion.
upstairs. We're going to spool up the APU. We're basically ready to go here. And grab WestJet 1774. I believe our squawk was 5706, correct?
WestJet 1774, affirm 5706. I see you squawking it now. Your clearance was correct, so push and start at your discretion and call me for taxi.
Push starts on us. We'll call you for taxi. Thanks, WestJet 1774. All right, beautiful. Cool. I think we're good to go. We're fully boarded, so we might as well get the hell out of here, right, chat? Let's go ahead and do our pre-flight checklist. Interior and exterior inspections have been completed. Circuit breakers have been checked. Nav and display switches are normal and auto. Passenger signs are on. Window heat is on. Engine bleed. Air switches are on. Pressurization panel is set. Pressurization mode selector is auto. 33,000. Good. MCP mode control panel. Let's have a quick look here before we finish anything off there. We'll go look exactly what the we don't want the Vancouver 2 actually, so we need to go back. We need to unpin that, and we need to go back to our departures, and we're going to be on the Georgia 6 is what he got us on. So we'll go SID, we're going to go Georgia 6. Good. Okay, so Georgia 6, it's basically transition altitude, safe altitude within 100 nautical miles, 12,800. Does it give me like a climb, best climb, blah, 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 blah. We're assigned by AT. Climb heading to 1,000 feet and then climb 7,000. Okay. So 7,000 is our initial climb. We'll bug up 7,000. And then there was obviously a runway heading, I believe it is. Yeah, 263 and then a left turn to 247. So we're going to bug up 247. That will be our initial turn. 247. I actually think it's done perfectly fine by the VNAV, but we'll get it set there. Sorry, LNAV, but we'll get it set as well. That's all good there. Cool. That's all great. I'm happy with all of that. Wonderful. We'll go back to our airport chart here and we'll go ahead and pin you and bring that open. Good. Let's go ahead and upstairs. Good. We'll get you on. We'll get you on. Good. We'll get you on. Good. We'll go ahead and get these guys on. We'll get these guys on. Good. And then we'll go ahead and prepare for pushback and departure. Good. Oxygen masks have been checked. Left side. Good. Right side. Good. Set and check. Beautiful. Altimeters. 29085 left side, 29085 right side, cross check. Set. Flight and nav instruments have been checked. Warning and enunciator lights have been checked. Speed brake is down. Takeoff warning. Checked and closed. Engine start levers cut off. Stab trim switches normal. Fire warning has been checked. Radio transponders have been set. 1217 and 5706. Radar is off. Rudder and aileron trim free and zero. Parking brake is set.
Departure check completed. Bypass pin inserted.
Windows close and lock. Flight attendant briefing has been complete. Departure briefing is complete. Logbook and QRHs are on board. We require 17.7. We've got 18.2 on board, so we're good there. Pre-flight checklist has been complete. We'll do our pushback checklist. Doors are, shows you your doors here. Doors are closed. Good. Hydraulic panel is set. Fuel panel is set. Flight deck door closed and locked, and transponders on XPNDR. Pushback checklist complete. Beautiful. Let's go upstairs. Anti-collision light gets flicked on. Everything else looks great. We've got bleeds. Everything looks good there. Probes are off. Good. We're going to flip you to APU gen. I'm going to come down here and I'm going to go to ground services. And we're going to release ground power, remove wheel chocks. Good. And GSX should be good to go. During the O2 test, check the flow, press down and set the emergency flow whilst pressing down. Check the O2 pressure on the left overhead panel. Doesn't increase by 100 FPI. What, like this? To hold this and then look up is what you're saying? No, I'm not going to do that. As long as it works, it works. We're good to go. GSX, continue pushback.
Locking gear.
Okay, good. We want nose right facing east on
Release
apron.
parking brakes.
All right, I don't see anybody around us. Oh, shit. Is that somebody directly behind me? What is that? Is that like a charter?
United 1230, monitor Unicom
I think we're good.
122.8 for departure. Good day.
Park brake off.
All engines
Cool.
clear.
Over to
Starting
Unicom for
wheel.
departure, United 1230. Thank you.
Where do you check for the overhead panel as far as... I wouldn't even know where to check for that. Is it somewhere up here? Somewhere that PSI comes down? Little red button, man. You will see it. It's a circle. Where, up top or down here? Right here, right? Like that thing, right? Or are we talking somewhere completely different? Engine number 2, over to ground. Start valve open. And 2% rising. Flight Sim Life, 33 months. Appreciate you, man. Huge no floaties to you. Thank you very much. Incredibly kind. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Above the gear lights? What, here? I'll introduce fuel number 2. My God, that's a big airplane. It's a 787 behind us. Pilot Sammy, what's up, man? Good to see you, dude. Welcome back. Hope you're doing well. Good to see you. Bernie, good to see you, man. Welcome back. Hope you're doing well as well. All right, good start on engine number 2. Start valve.
Parking brake.
Engine 1 to ground.
You can disconnect.
Start valve
Unlocking
open.
gear.
Overhead panel above the gear lights to check the PSI. Overhead panel above the gear lights. Right here? I'm just very confused what you mean by overhead panel above the gear lights. Flew on a real WestJet 737 last week coming back from Vegas. Have to say those sounds were spot on. They are beautiful. Yeah. Bernie, good to see you, man. Good to see you again, dude. Welcome back. Exactly, Sanjay. Good to see you, man. Welcome back.
Bypass pin removed. Left is clear. Right is clear.
Jonah, good to see you, man. Welcome back as well. Hope you're doing well. All right. 2 good engines upstairs. Gens, yacht ampers, probe heats, packs, isolation valve, APU bleed, APU off. Good. After start checklist, generators are on, probe heats are on, anti-ice off as required, air conditioning panel is set, recall checked, auto brake RTO. After start checklist complete. Flaps 5 degrees. Takeoff speeds 41, 43, 48. We'll confirm those numbers down here. 41, 43, 48. 467 on the trim. And although it's good, 91.7.
Ground WestJet
91.7 on the
ready taxi, runway 26 left.
takeoff. Beautiful. Looks good.
WestJet 655, altimeter 2985, taxi Sierra Mike Juliet, Hotel.
But check us, you're using the one for World Flight.
26 left.
Roger, altimeter 2985, we'll taxi 26 left via Sierra Mike Juliet, Hotel Delta Delta.
Taxi
7,
checklist flaps
hold
555
position,
green,
26
takeoff
left,
speeds
655.
41, 43, 48 set. Thrust 91.7 takeoff. Stab trim 467. Flight controls free and clear. Taxi checklist complete. Beautiful. On the overhead aft panel, you get 3 green indicator lights for the gear. There's a circle dial just above that's the O2 pressure indicator for the O2. Overhead, right here. Right up here is where we, why isn't it, hello? Right here. Problem is I can't hold and look up at the same time, but I see where you're talking. Got you. So it's up here. So you would push it and you would see that this, and you have to make sure that it doesn't go below 1,000 PSI is what you're saying. So I don't know if I can, I don't know if it moves. I don't see it moving, but got it. Okay. Okay, flight director, left side, right side. We're going LNAV, good, armed, good, and we'll have no radio taxi. Vancouver ground, WestJet 1774, radio taxi.
WestJet 1774, altimeter 2985, taxi Tango Mike Juliet, Hotel Delta Delta 7, hold short 26 left.
Ideal taxi runway 26 left via Tango Mike Juliet Hotel Delta Delta 7, hold short, WestJet 1774. Park brake off. Let's go. Long taxi instructions. So we're going out Tango, left turn on Mike, all the way down Mike, left turn on Juliet, all the way down Juliet, left turn on Hotel, left turn on Delta, Delta 6, which is here, and hold short. Sorry, Delta 7 and hold short, which is there. A little bit of a long taxi, but that's how they do it. I'm going to have to do this taxi as well on Saturday, so I'm sure they're going to do the same thing, unless we depart from the 8s. Righty. Oh yes, shit. One thing I wanted to do before we did all this, I'm just going to pause this here for a sec. Nothing to see here, nothing, don't worry chat. I'm going to go all the way over here, and I'm actually going to change this to half. I'm going to go to sensitivities, I'm going to bring this down, and I'm going to go head tracking, position sensitivities, I'm going to go 0.5. I'm going to try that. Apply and save, go back, resume. Yes, much better. I'm not like kind of all over the place, but this is nice. This still allows me to go forward and do everything that I need to do, but it's not so like violent about it. You know what I mean? Perfect. Cool. Very good, very good. All right. Coming out here, we're going to go on to Tango, which is right here, and then we'll make a left turn onto Mike. Mr. Daniel Barry, good to see you, dude. He just got my Boeing yoke like 45 minutes ago. Have to get used to the way that it moves. Love it so far. Dude, it is absolutely phenomenal. You will fall in love big time. Big time. All right, leaving the ramp. Taxi lights are coming on. We're going to make our left turn here on Mike. Where do you have that tracking device attached to? The bottom of my screen. It's Tobii Eye Tracker 5, so you can put exclamation point Tobii in chat, and that'll provide you with a link to it. Yes, it's mounted on the bottom of my monitor.
Thank you, sir. Yeah. Vancouver ground, Air Canada 570, ready for taxi.
Air Canada 570, altimeter 2985, taxi Juliet Alpha, Juliet Hotel, Delta, Delta 7, hold short 265.
Why you wear sunglasses at night?
Sunglass Hut. Nice. Thank you for the support. Appreciate you, my friend. Oh, yes. We like sunglasses, don't we? We love sunglasses. Thank you, my friend. Why you wear sunglasses at night? Yes, but like your head, yeah, so Tobii Eye Tracker also tracks your head. So you can choose between eye tracking and you can choose between head tracking. I'm obviously using the head tracking feature, right? As I'm wearing sunglasses, so it doesn't really show the eye tracking availability, but yeah. So I'm using the head tracking. You can do both. Task cabin secure. Once we have reviewed the departure brief on the taxi out, we will push the attend button. This prompts the cabin crew to give them the thumbs up. Got you. The moon is too bright. Wear sunglasses at night. Exactly. All right, this is going to be our left turn here onto Juliet. Following company traffic out here, I believe. Good. We'll follow Juliet all the way down. Do you think 32 gig of DDR4 is good enough for Microsoft? Absolutely. Yes. Absolutely, Jonah. Listen, I've had Track IR for the better part of like 3+ years. And honestly, the biggest difference that I've noticed coming from Track IR to Tobii Eye Tracker is exactly that I don't have to wear this big bulky thing on the side of my head, right? That's the biggest benefit that I've found so far. It's a lot better this way, for sure. For sure. In the process of putting together a new PC. Nice. Always a fun time. Always fun, my friend. Does TrackIR work well with Microsoft, though? I have only used it in ETS and ATS. TrackIR does work well, yeah. Yeah, like I said, I prefer having the Tobii with nothing attached to my head now. I don't think I could ever go back to TrackIR, but yeah. Another big is you can turn your head. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you can, like I was showing stream earlier, you can turn your head all the way around now. You can't do that with TrackIR because the sensor stops picking it up, right? So there's a lot of like cool things that you can do as well. There's some settings that I have to play around with as well with Tobii just to make it exactly the way that I would like to make it. But it's good. I really enjoy the movements so far. It's quite, if you're used to a head tracking, it's very similar to, excuse me, to any of the other head trackers that we've used and stuff. It's very similar to that. Matthew, good to see you, man. Better work skating driving games? Yes. I'm excited to try it out in like ETS and ATS and stuff. I think it'll be really cool. Trying to put on the brakes. This guy's slow. Mark, what's up, my man? Good to see you, dude. Welcome back. Hope you're doing well. Good to see you, my friend. Rob, good to see you, man. Welcome, dude. Watching till dinner. Sounds good, man. So I think I'm going to be, when I land in Vancouver, I'm probably going to be over here on one of these gates. And then from one of those gates, I have to go over to the international side, which is where we departed out of, or where we pushed ourselves back from. Exactly, Reggie. You got it, man. Is the traffic in front of you purposely off centerline, or is he having a ping problem? No, probably different scenery, Dylan. You have to remember on VATSIM, you have people from either, you know, he could be playing Microsoft, X-Plane, P3D, FSX, and everybody's going to have a little bit of different scenery, so they might not be completely aligned, right? So my guess is he's probably either in a different simulator or he has different scenery. And that's why he looks slightly off centerline to what I am. That would be most likely the reason, because on his screen, I would like to believe that he's probably centerline. He's using a mouse yoke. Quick review of the brief included departure runway and planned intersections, packs and bleed settings, NAD P1/2, right seat, left seat, takeoff, quick brief of EO SID routing, and stop altitude. Interesting. Yeah, we don't go that crazy here, Adam, that's for sure, man. We like to replicate it to an extent, but also, I'm not a real-world airline pilot, so doing all of those things is a little bit... It's going very, very slowly. 10 knots. He's enjoying his taxi time. I've got the Air Canada behind me in the Max 8. Ooh. Somebody's in the Max 8 behind me. That's probably unexplained. Question about the head tracker. If you're trying to look at the overhead panel, how would you still see the monitor if you're looking up? So Rudy, with these head tracking, is what they do is essentially they take your head movement and they times it by like 10, right? So what I'm doing right now is well, I didn't like me pointing at it. I'm pointing at the middle, right? I'm looking at the middle of the screen and I'm bringing my head up like this and I'm going over. I'm still looking in the middle of the screen, but I'm moving my head and doing stuff like that, right? What I think is the best practice is you should always have something set for like an overhead panel, and then you can go like this, and then you can, you know, look up if you need to look up, look down if you need to look down, and something like that. I still think the best way to do this is to have your quick views, but this just enhances having quick views, as you can do some pretty cool things and look around when you're shooting like approaches and taxiing and stuff like that, right? Basically track IR but follows your head. Correct. It's track IR like much smarter because it doesn't have like that thing on your head, right? It doesn't, you're not stuck wearing this extra thing that has another wire coming out, and yeah, that's the big advantage to me, you know what I mean? Aviator, good to see you, man. Welcome back. Your messages are working. Yep. Why, what's going on? Did we load the poutine? Yes. Yes. Less cumbersome. Yeah, it's a great way of putting it. Absolutely. I would agree there. Is track IR better? I need more time using Tobii, but so far I'm completely sold on the Tobii software. I think it's absolutely fantastic. Like I said, some of the biggest pluses for me is I don't have to wear this big bulky thing that hangs off my headset. I've always bought headsets because I've always had to make sure that there's enough room for the track IR clip to go through. That's not the case anymore.
Contact tower 118.7 for departure. Good day.
118.7. Good day.
118.7 for departure. Nice.
WestJet 1774, contact tower 118.7 for departure. Good day.
18.7 for departure. Thanks for ATC, man. You have a great evening. WestJet 1774. All right. 18.7 for us. Yeah, I'm going to do some more reviews and some more stuff on Tobii once I get a little bit more time with it. This is my first stream ever with it, so. For some reason, my messages weren't working on a different stream that I was on today. I had to refresh YouTube 2 times for messages to go. Weird. Very weird. Right, this should be Delta 5. We want Delta 7.
On departure, you can change to honored frequency. The Vancouver winds 2605 knots from Delta 7, clear for takeoff 26 West. Yeah.
Ashton, thanks so much for your first class subscription, my friend. Welcome aboard. Huge no floaties to you. Thank you very much for your support. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Guys, can we all welcome Ashton, new member.
Hello, everything 570 behind the WestJet on Delta. WestJet 570 Vancouver Tower, good afternoon. Hold short, 26 West Delta 7, you're number 3 for departure. Number 3 for departure for Canada 570.
Damn it, I love my truck air. Don't make me buy something else. I'm gonna leave it completely up to you, man. I'm gonna leave it completely up to you. Gonna hit the hay after takeoff. Have a great I have to get up at 6 tomorrow. Enjoy your flight down south. Thank you, Jonah. Appreciate you, man. Vancouver Tower, good evening, WestJet 1774 in the queue here, holding short. 26 left.
WestJet 1774, Vancouver Tower, good afternoon. At Delta 7, line up and wait, 26 left.
Delta 7, line up and wait, 26 left. WestJet 1774. All right, lights, camera, action. Let's do our before takeoff checklist. Runway position, 26 left, inside and out, flaps 55 green. Navigation briefing is complete, takeoff warning has been checked. Auto throttle is armed. Engine start switches continuous. Transponder TARA. Flight 10 to be seated for arrival. Flight 10 to be seated for departure. Not arrival. Flight attendant briefing has been completed. Before takeoff checklist complete. This is where having a track IR or Tobii really helps, especially when you're taxiing around, like the lineup on your runways and stuff like that. It's just so much easier for you to just swing left and look and see, right? Just the lineups end up being perfect every time. Absolutely beautiful. Cool. Looking good. If you want a proper checklist, I can hook you up, dude. Sounds good, man. I mean, if you want to send that over, ! Discord, Adam, if you're not in the Discord. ! Discord, that would be the easiest way to get a hold of me. I'd appreciate it, man. Turn the sounds up. We will, man. Don't worry, we're not ready for takeoff. We got ATC, man. We gotta wait. Don't you worry. It's really worth $237. I'll leave that up to you. Yeah. Gonna have to go to the airport extra early. I can't check in online because they misspelled my name on my flight booking by merging my first and middle names together. So it won't let you check in on... Isn't it too early to check in online anyways, Dan? It's usually 24 hours before. That's weird. You don't have the app on your phone? The app's not like attached to your account. You don't buy like when you don't. I have so many questions right now, Dan. When you bought your tickets on like the WestJet website, were you not logged in under your name?
Departure, you can change to en route frequency. Winds 260 at 5 knots. Good for takeoff. 26 left. Yeah.
Unicom off departure. Thanks for ATC, man. We'll have a great night. WestJet 1774. All right, yoke cam is on. Sounds are up. Enjoy. It's less than 24 hours? No, it's not. What are you talking about? We leave Saturday. It's Thursday, Dan. That's why it's not letting you log in. You can't check in yet. Tomorrow at 3 p.m. you can check in. Chrono on. This guy's my co-pilot, chat. I'm a little bit scared right now. Toga. Nose down. Takeoff power set.
Alive. In knots.
Neutral cross check. This is future Dan. This fucking guy.
V1, rotate.
Rotate. What is with that? Oh my goodness, that crosswind. I didn't see that. Oh my. 16 knot crosswind. Gear up. Yeah, Dan, don't worry about any of that. Don't worry about any of that. When you get to the airport tomorrow, hold on, I'll explain everything after. You don't have to go early, promise you. LNAV. Start our left turn, VNAV engaged. Up one. Unicom. look really good lately, I do agree. .220, flaps clean. Good. Auto brake off, gear locked. Get our taxi light off, wing light off. Sounds can come back now so we don't go deaf. Good. And then we're going to send ourselves direct to Victoria. It's going to be a left turn. So Dan, when you go to the airport tomorrow, on your first flight, the gate agents are going to say, will passengers Daniel, Barry, and then a bunch of other passengers' names, please see the ticket agent to verify passport. That's all that's going to happen. It does the same thing to me, Dan, because when you upload your passport, it takes your middle name for whatever reason. It takes your middle name and includes it in your passport. Trust me, as somebody that has to do this every single time, like it takes my middle name and it also includes it in mine. So they always have to call me up to verify passport. So that's all that's going to happen. You don't have to go early and like check in with anything. Are you talking about, and you're talking about the United app, correct? The United app is not letting you upload your passport or whatever? Saturday. Drives me nuts that they muck it up. Listen, dude, I've emailed, I've called, I've made, yeah, you're fine, don't worry. So like I said, what's going to happen is when you get to the gate tomorrow, show up to the gate normally an hour and a half, an hour before boarding. An hour before boarding should be plenty, and you're gonna hear your name. They're gonna say, would passengers Daniel, Barry please report to the ticket desk to verify passport. They do it to me every time as well, every single time. They did it to me when I flew down into Houston. They did the same thing to me as well, where they call you up and they make you verify. I guarantee you it's going to happen probably on my trip in the morning as well. They'll probably call my name and make me go up, and even for my first flight, my Ottawa to Vancouver. Seatbelts auto, start switches off. After takeoff checklist, flaps up, landing gear up and off, packs auto, engine bleeds on. Yep. Pressurization panel checked, engine start switches off as required, APU is off as well. After takeoff checklist complete. Beautiful. Please report to the full body cavity search room. Did I get my upgrade? I have no clue. I haven't been informed yet. I don't know. I do not know. Something tells me Dan's getting arrested on this trip. Oh, man. Landing lights at 18,000 feet, right? 18,000 feet for landing lights. We're doing Delta ops, and Delta turns their landing lights off at 18,000 feet. Yeah, it's weird. I haven't been notified if my upgrade has been accepted or not. But what's crazy is I can see the seats available now, and I can see that there are some business class seats available. So now it's just whether or not I get accepted or not. I don't know, man. Air Canada's weird, dude. Because of Air Canada and their Aeroplan, like if you're an Aeroplan member and you have high ranking within Aeroplan, you get like automatic business class upgrades. So Air Canada's really weird the way that they do their whole upgrade thing. Who the hell am I calling right now? Victoria arrival, good evening, WestJet 1774, 14,000, climbing, flight level 330.
WestJet 1774, Victoria Terminal, you're identified, climb 16,000.
Did you say climb 16,000?
Yeah, affirmative, 16,000.
Okay, we're at 15,000 now. Can we just climb higher?
Yeah, okay. Yeah, in that case, you can change to honored frequencies.
All right, sorry, man. I just don't want to hold at 16,000.
Yeah, no worries.
All right, 33,000 feet for us. En route frequency. He can only keep us at 16,000. That's why. I appreciate you, but we're out of his airspace. We're literally flying over top of it right now as well. Cloudy down there. What livery are we flying? The WestJet livery. There is the island. Victoria International is right underneath us, right over here actually. Hey Kev, have you decided what you are leaning towards for components for the new PC build next year? Not yet, man. There's too many things that I have to check in and see what it is. So, what was the point of that? Yeah, because his airspace doesn't connect to Vancouver airspace, so it's a little bit weird. It's a little bit weird how it works. Are we gonna fly over Seattle? I think so. I think so. Yes. Well, we're gonna fly just to the east of it. But yeah. I don't know if we're gonna see anything with these clouds, to be honest. Kings 2, Senator 0, almost halfway through the second period. Damn. No upgrades in the Ottawa leg? Not yet. There are still seats available, but I have to wait till check-in. Yeah, there was only two business classes, only 2 business class seats available for both. 18,000 feet, standard barometric pressure, standard barometric. So there was 2 business class seats open from Ottawa to Vancouver, 2 business class seats open from Vancouver to San Francisco. So I don't know how it's going to work, to be honest with you. I don't know. Really, all I hope is that I get it from Vancouver to San Francisco so that I get the lounge access, but... All right, climb checklist, standard barometric pressure, set left side and right side, climb checklist complete. Beautiful. So is X-Plane dead? Was so popular with 12 and so many people streamed it daily. Now it's all silent. Everyone is streaming Microsoft again. I don't know, man. I can't speak for everybody flight deck cams. I can only speak for myself, man. And yeah, I don't know. For me, yes, lights, thank you. For me, I wouldn't say it's dead, but I would just say that it's still not at a point that I would that I'm happy with. I still think it needs a lot of work. Visually, it's just so displeasing, if you will. Yeah, it was pretty crazy, Tom. Pretty crazy, man. Are there any scenery for Sunday's World Flight legs that you know of? I have no clue, Fly Dad. I don't know, about the scenery. I really don't know what they've done, how they've added it. I don't know. Yeah. They promised some big, impressive updates on the next patch that really need to deliver. We'll see, man. I mean, we've been talking about broken anti-aliasing in X-Plane for 8 years, Andy. I'm being just real with you. I don't think a patch is going to fix the broken anti-aliasing and other things that require a lot of work in X-Plane. But here's to being optimistic, you know. Good checklist / flow we use at flight level 100 climbing. We use the acronym FLAPS, lights, APU, press, seatbelts, recall. Yeah. I'm going away on what's called World Flight. You could put !WF in chat, and this is the exact checklist that we're using for World Flight, so that's why I'm going off of this checklist. I see what you mean with the acronyms, yeah. Your birthday is Saturday, Cap. I'll be getting my driver's permit. Very cool. Very, very cool, man. You were in a conflict with another aircraft when I sent the contact me. Who? Sorry, for Victoria Center or Victoria Airspace? No, you're all good, man. Don't worry, dude. I feel bad, but I just didn't want to level off at 16,000 feet, right? I think no matter what, when you end up flying with a bunch of people and you end up going to the same destination, we always end up kind of being a little bit weird spacing, and we usually end up figuring it out. But yeah, don't feel bad, man. It's perfectly fine. You were doing your job. What checklist do you use for the 737? I can't find a decent one. I'm using the one for World Flight. Unfortunately, I can't share it because it comes from a real world airline, from a real world pilot, so I can't share the checklist, but I've been told not to share the checklist. Bought X-Plane 11 and also X-Plane 12. I want to jump in Microsoft, but my main complaint is that they are coming up with 2024, and they would be outdated so quickly. Is it a free upgrade? It's not a free upgrade. 2020 is still going to receive support. Even when 2024 comes out, they are going to continue to update 2020 and make it the best simulator available with its current, you know, the way that it is currently. But yeah, it's a tough one. I totally can understand where you're coming from. Simulators are expensive. You know, I would like to say that at least all the add-ons, so this airplane, the 737, the A320, a lot of the airplanes that we fly should work if we send them all over. They should work with 2024 without having to do anything, so yeah. Exactly, Adam. You got it, dude. Yeah. Plane is climbing like a rocket, 3,000 feet per minute. You're Air Canada 570. There you go. Climbing away. We're going to be chasing that sunset into San Francisco. Can you explain what the eye tracker is when used during the stream? I mean, Abdul, it's pretty straightforward, right? So just like you've seen me with Track IR, it just allows me to move my head within the simulator. So it's I look to the right, my head looks to the right. I look to the left, my head in the game looks to the left. I look up, my head in the game looks up. I look down, my head in the game looks down. I move forward, the camera moves forward. It's all pretty, you know, just a head tracking tool. That's it. Just a head tracking tool, man. I feel 2024 is a money grab because legit 2020 with added features they could have done as updated 2020, but no, because it's easier to just make large improvements as another sim. I mean, I think you have to look at it as both, right? I don't think money grab is the right word. You have to remember, like, Microsoft and Asobo, they've put in a lot of work and they've put in a lot of money to bring this simulator. Did I lower the sense? I did. Well, yes, I halved it. I put it in half and it feels much smoother now. Yeah, anyways, I don't think it's a money grab. I think, again, I think it's a little bit too early to speak. We need to know more information. If you think it's a money grab, I'm just going to, without being rude, welcome to the realities of a simulator. Simulators require usually about every 4 to 5 years you get an update. It's always been that way. From X-Plane 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 now. 12 iterations of X-Plane. Every 4 years you get a new X-Plane. It's always been like that with Microsoft. Every 2 years usually you got a new version of Microsoft. So again, I don't think the right word is a money grab or something like that. Now, at the same point, does Microsoft still want to invest, and do they still need money to keep the Microsoft servers going and streaming live data and doing all that? Absolutely. Absolutely. But here's the thing. Every 4 to 5 years, I have no problem buying a simulator. Again, if all of my add-ons work. I can't be investing thousands of dollars into a simulator and then a new simulator come out 4 years later and me have to reinvest in all of my add-ons again. I have to buy all the PMDG products. I have to buy Phoenix again. I have to buy all my scenery again. As long as that's not the case, I have no problem supporting Microsoft and keeping this whole Microsoft Flight Simulator back in for good, right? Back for good. They're not going anywhere. I have no problem with that. And I would agree, I would like to think, that a lot of hardcore flight simmers would probably agree with me. So that's the main thing. We haven't seen it yet. We're going to find out with 2024. We're going to see, are all of our add-ons going to work? Microsoft says our add-ons are going to work. So it's a matter of, they've even said you should be able to just take your community folder and bring it over, and everything should work. So what leads me to believe what we're getting with Microsoft 2024 is a far more optimized product, a far more refined product, new ground physics, new sort of that type of thing. It's going to keep the same flight model. Flight model will change slightly, but ground physics and everything. So I don't know, man. I like I said, if you think it's a scam or this is the way, This is just the reality of flight sim. This is the reality of any simulator, really. You take the groundworks and you continuously build on them. You build, you build, you build until you finally achieve that product, whatever that may be. Who knows? I'd like to believe that we're going to continuously get updates and we're going to continuously get things from Microsoft, because it is exactly that. We're just continuously, as we get more technology available to us and there's more things that Microsoft is able to do, we're probably going to get new simulators and things like that. So yeah, that's kind of how I look at it, man. That's exactly how I look at it. They have indicated for most developers will be able to make the planes capable of being used in 2024. Yeah. Its core design is different than 2020, so it's needed, really. Yep, exactly. Every 4 years you get a new X-plane, except when you get the same X-plane all over again. Yep, yep. So basically the same as Track IR. Why did you get rid of Track IR then? Was it because of the piece handing off your headset? Yes, well, yes and no. Tobii, the Tobii Track IR, they reached out to me and they asked if I wanted to try their product and do some paid promotion for them. So I've got a video that I'm going to be making when I get back from World Flight. It's going to be a paid video, so I'm going to do a full review of Tobii. I'm going to kind of show you guys exactly how I have mine configured. We're going to have a whole thing. So yeah. When I was a kid, they dropped a new Microsoft every 2 years. Yep, 100%. 98, 2000, 2002, 2004, FSX. Yep, that's how it was, man. Exactly how it was. If I could pick one thing to be changed, it would be the ground physics, the depiction of towering cumulus clouds. Other than that, it's a great simulator. I would agree. Yeah. Compared to X-Plane 12, would you say that you've gotten somewhat of a performance boost? My friend and I have noticed that Microsoft was outperforming X-Plane 12 and some of the tension. Start of the reasons, which is weird since it's technically worse. It depends. I think in certain scenarios X-Plane does better, in certain scenarios Microsoft does better. I think it's really weird. Like when you're flying, like let's say you're flying on a network and there's 1,000 people connected, you're flying into an airport, there's 100 people on the ground, you don't really get a performance loss at X-Plane just because of the way that it's distributed through the cores, right? If you're on Microsoft and you fly into an airport and there's more than like 10 or 15 people there and it's drawing all the model matching in, the frames go to shit because it's so CPU intensive, and so is the simulator. It's very CPU intensive. So yeah. Larry dropping the $14 donation. Huge no floaties to you, Larry. Thank you for your support, my friend. I appreciate you, dude. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Extremely kind. Guys, could we please get some love and chat for Mr. For Mr. Larry dropping the $14 donation. I'm all over the map tonight. And we've got Brendan dropping the 5 gifted members. Huge no floaties to both of you, gentlemen. Thank you very much for your support, guys. I appreciate you. Larry with the 14 bomb, Brendan with the 5 gifted members. Thank you so much, guys. I appreciate you guys. If you got a gifted membership in chat, please make sure you say thank you. Incredibly kind, man. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Imagine doing that at Any Builds JFK. Oof, man. Spliff Jam, what's up, dude? Good to see you, man. Which 737 variant are we flying? We are flying the 737-800. 800 variant. And we're flying down to San Francisco. We're up here at 33,000 feet. I'm not quite sure why we're at 33,000 feet. Our optimum is 37. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm wondering if it's because of the wind, but we don't even have a headwind. It's just a straight crosswind. So I'm going to go up to 37,000 feet. All right, chat? So let's bug up 370. I'm going to go 370 on here. We're going to execute that. 370 on here. And then we're going to hit our altitude intervene. And there she goes. We'll climb up to 370. I have no clue why it gave us 330. So weird, man. So weird. Larry, thanks so much, man. Appreciate you, dude. Brendan as well. Thank you very much, my friend. I appreciate you. And we got Fly Dad coming in with a $20 donation as well. Huge no floaties to you, man. Thank you very much for your continued support of the channel. Extremely kind of you. I truly do appreciate it, man. Let's have a great trip this weekend, Cap. But what is that above your right wingtip? Oh, no. Please. I'm going to have PTSD. Huge no floaties, man. Thank you, dude. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Captain, this is so ironic. My friend Kelly, that was a captain at Flair Airline, flew from Vancouver to San Francisco today, and he'll be arriving back in Vancouver this evening. Very cool, Larry. Very, very, very cool, man. I have a good buddy as well who just became a captain over at Flair. He flies out of Calgary, though. He's in and out of Calgary. What is your favorite plane to fly? I don't think I have one, Rudy, to be honest with you, man. There's so many great aircraft out there. I don't know. No. You don't really have to worry about the fan throttling, Tom. I mean, my fans run at a 100% all the time. Like, my fans are always at 100%, and I always have really good numbers as far as, like, cooling. You know, I mean, we're streaming right now. I'm not even breaking 60 degrees. Well, as I say that, you can see, like, temperature-wise, I mean, it couldn't be better. 60 degrees, 60 degrees, my CPU and my GPU. RAM's looking good. I'm using 52% of my RAM. It's perfect. It is absolutely perfect as far as like thermals, and they're running always. Always have them running at 100%. As soon as I turn my computer on, they're running at 100%. Us longtime members know that the Mad Dog is Captain's favorite aircraft. The Mad Dog is a beauty. Yeah.
Have a great trip this weekend, Cap.
Thanks,
But
Flite
what
Dad.
is that above the right wing tip?
I think he's talking about the windows, the eyebrow windows. Or the wingtip? What was above the... Oh, it might have been an aircraft over there or something? Who knows? Thank you, Fly Dad. Appreciate you, man. Thank you, thank you, thank you. How many applications do you have open while you're on stream? Quite a few. What do we got? Let's look down here. What do we got? We've got Google Chrome, 2 instances of Google Chrome. We've got vPilot. We've got SimConnect. We've got our music bot. We've got LRM. We've got FS Realistic. We've got Microsoft Flight Sim. We've got our checklists. I've got Cockpit Simulator for my FMC. We've got Steam open. I've got my Beacon Mixer. I've got NZXT Cam. We're running Discord. And I have File Explorer open as well. So, quite a bit. Thanks, Cap, for these late nights. Flights means I can have you on the background for foreground while I'm at home working. Keep up your videos. Chopper, thank you, man. Appreciate you, dude. Huge no floaties to you. My Tobii eye tracker is arriving tomorrow because you inspired me to get it. Could you send the settings in your Discord server? Yes, Alex. I'm going to do a huge video when I get back from World Flight on settings and what I think are best and what really works for me. So, yeah, I'll hopefully have that up by the time I get back from World Flight. Do I use the Stream Deck for any of my sim buttons, quick views, etc.? No. It's basically all set up for my OBS. I have all my OBS transitions on there. Be right back, ending screen, explain, Microsoft, intros, special intros, yoke cam. Yeah, it's all there. Looks like a plane passed us. He was actually above us. We're just catching up to him. I think he's at 370 as well. I'm not quite sure. Whoever's in front of us, what's your speed? What speed are you doing? Don't forget about the Q400, favorite plane. Love the Q4. It's a great aircraft as well. Yeah. Great aircraft. Yeah, see, there's like almost no wind difference between at 33,000 and 37,000. So now we're getting much more fuel economy up here at 370. I'll be curious to see which altitude they're going to take us from Ottawa to Vancouver. Be curious to see what altitude they usually take. Do they stay a little bit lower, or do they go a little bit higher to get above the jet stream? What are your thoughts on the Boeing yoke? Thinking about buying one, would you recommend it? It is by far the best yoke that you can get for that price, my friend. Yeah. You're doing Mach 0.80? Okay, perfect. I'm going to keep Mach 7.9. We'll be good to go, Flight Deck. We will be good to go. If you keep 80, I'll keep 7.9. We have no issues. No, we should be good, man. We should be good with you at 0.80 and me at 7.9. I have a Tobii eye tracker, but absolutely hated it. But I had it on the eye tracker and never off the whole flight. Need to try and gain a head track and toggling it on and off. Yeah, absolutely, Brendan. Yeah. So like I have the same thing, man. Same button. Track IR allows you to put a button. I have the same button. So if I push it on, now it's on, and if I turn it off, now it's off. Button on the back of my yoke. It's that simple. Because I agree with you. I don't like having the head moving on all the time, and that's what I don't like about VR is like you can't escape it, right? Like, listen, I don't want to look around all the time, right? Like, I don't want you guys to see me moving my head and looking at chat and doing this. Like, sometimes, yes, during certain phases of flight, approach, takeoff, taxi, absolutely, having the movement is incredible. It's absolutely amazing. It's so immersive. It just makes everything so much easier, right, to like look around and to do things. But like when I'm just sitting here at cruise altitude, there's no need for that head tracking to be on and stuff, right? So I totally get it. Totally get it. What do you think is the cost index for a presidential executive flight? 150, 100 at least, maybe. Brett, what's up, man? Good to see you, dude. Welcome back. Hope you're doing well. Are there servers in Microsoft, or is it just one? There are servers. Yeah, there's servers all around the world. You connect to whatever's closest to you. They have like East USA, West USA, Oceanic. They have all kinds. Yeah. Is the TrackIR toggle button inside TrackIR itself, or is it a setting in Microsoft? It's a setting within Microsoft. Yeah, I think it's toggle head tracking is, I believe, the button that you're looking for. Toggle head tracking. Is there a way that you can check the exact cost index used by an airline, or is it just random? Some airlines go with a basic cost index, and that's just what they use. Some airlines, I think most airlines, it changes. I think that's how it works, but I'm not quite sure, Sanjay. It's one of those random things. I really truly find cost index is one of those random things. Is there a way you can check? Sorry, got that one. How do you like the tablet? Haven't tried it yet. Been flying in Phoenix a lot. I like it, Tom. I like it. I think it's quite intuitive. Everything's kind of there. It makes it. Yeah, I like it. You can even see the crosswind on our charts. Look, we're like flying sideways, kind of down the line. I enjoy it, man. I think it's good for what it is. I'd like to see a few more things added to it, obviously. I'd like for them to make it so that I can, like, you know, I should be able to load and unload the aircraft and open the doors. I'm sure we'll get a tablet there eventually, but yeah, I like it. I like it. Good Seabrief integration? Yes, everything's there. Yeah. Do you still feel through? Yeah, you do, Shaq. That's the one thing that I would like to see changed, man. Yeah. I have a little bit of fuel in the center pump, so I'm just going to turn that on quickly. It almost took a year to give us the bare bone basic apps 777 releasing in 2029. Hopefully not, man. Hopefully not. But, like, yeah. I don't know. I can agree that the development time was a little bit slow for that. I feel like we don't know the whole story of why it took so long. But I can definitely agree with you that I do agree that the development time... I was expecting a little bit more, considering that it's PMDG. I was expecting it to be, you know, maybe a little bit more complete and feature-rich. Maybe not complete. It is definitely complete, but maybe feature-rich is the word that I'm looking for. I expected it to be a little bit more feature-rich, and it's not. So it's like, meh, you know. Could be better, could be worse. At least we have it now. That's really all that matters. Yeah. You're looking at the Sens debacle right now. Yikes, love the videos. Keep it up, Cap. Wow, it's pretty crazy, dude. You know what I find even crazier, Matthew, is like this was never brought up when, like, the guy was about to, like, when Andlauer was about to buy the team. None of this was, like, brought to his attention, which is really shady. Really shady. You're going to take a first-round pick away from a team within the next 3 years, and you're not going to tell the potential new owner about any of that, and then he takes over the team, and then you say that you're going to take away a first-round pick. It's fucked. It's pretty crazy, man. Pretty wild, man. Is ATC on? We've had a little bit of ATC, but not a lot. Been a couple ATC. We had some ATC out of Vancouver, but 2024 is going to use multi-core on your CPU versus 2020 uses single core, so it should be a big performance improvement. Yes, especially like, you know, we'll all know you can get like 60 FPS when you're at cruise altitude, and then you descend into an airport and you get 25. That's what I'm most looking forward to, right? Is just having that optimization as well of, okay, you're able to achieve 45, 50 FPS always. That's what you're going to get, right? Doesn't matter if you're flying into London Heathrow. Doesn't matter if you're flying into some single strip runway, right? We should all be able to get the same great performance. Yeah. Sometimes it's nice to fly on Unicom. I would agree with that. Yeah. A little bit different for a streamer, but yeah. We got an error with the 2020 launcher that said essential packages are missing, but it won't even let me update them. I don't quite want to download 200 gigs again. Yeah, that's weird, Sammy. Try, Sammy, before you uninstall or reinstall, see if you can rename your community folder. Put like a number 1 at the end of your community folder. Try and launch the sim and see what it does. You may have a product that's like out of date that's causing weird things going on. Cap, will we land at night? I think by the time we land, the sun will be set. Yes, I think we're going to get a nighttime arrival. What team are you on for World Flight? I am the SoCal crew. There's the Cali crew and the SoCal crew. I'm on the SoCal crew. With Midnight Maverick, Jeff Faviano, Civ Ryan, Dan Barry. Yeah. How an awesome flight, Cap. No floaties. I have to get ready for night shift work. Nick, take care, man. I will hopefully see you at some point during World Flight, man. Oh, there's no NorCal crew? I don't think so. Yeah. The Bay Area approach is awesome. At night is awesome. Nice. SoCal crew, baby. Oh, baby. You're on the Cali crew? Nice, man. Sweet. Hopefully we'll get some legs in together. Jeff Faviano is cool. It is, man. I mean, we've got a stacked roster if you really think about it. So in details, World Flight, I'd never heard of this. Flight Tech, put exclamation point WF and then follow the Nightbot command. It'll tell you everything about World Flight. It actually starts like tomorrow. It was pretty crazy, man. What has World Flight been hearing it a lot? It's an event, again, exclamation point WF, follow the Nightbot command. It's basically a charity event. We fly around the world in home-based simulators. Yeah. I mean, can you even have a rivalry in Flight Sim, Dan? Like what? Ooh, he got a better landing. Like, I don't know, man. It's a little bit difficult. Can you have rivalry? I don't know. I don't think there's a rivalry between the two, but I don't know, man. Disconnected from the internet during the loading alpha screen animations for the update or search for the package, then it reconnect and just continue the sim. Thanks for the advice. So, well, there you go. Holding off on 2024 sim comes out and using the time to save for a better computer. There you go, Dennis. Yeah. It's a race. There's no rivalry. Rewatch your X111 streams with the WestJet 737-600. You saving the position and redoing the landings until you get the butter was hilarious. Yes. That 600 was a handful, man. Holy shit. I think, what did we do? Like 15 or 20 landings? We're all racing to finish around the same time. I mean, yeah, like, what are you going to do, right? Like, there's how many people that are going to be flying? Like, delays are inevitable. You have, like, at the end of the day, let's be real. You have multiple people with different, you have people that don't do this all that much, and then you have people like myself and Jeff Faviano and Civ Ryan and Dan Barry and Honcho and the guys that like are fully versed in Flight Sim. And, you know, to be fair, I will say this, for a majority of people, at least on our crew, our team, a lot of people have been doing a lot of practicing and stuff like that. So I'm pretty confident in the group of guys that we have. But again, at the end of the day, you're always going to have differences, right? You're always going to have different skill levels and stuff like that going on. So, yeah. I mean, I think that we're going to be doing Mach 8.2 at every opportunity that we can. Remember that we are still we're flying with a full 747 simulator as well, right? I'm pretty sure those guys can do like Mach 0.88 or something like that, so, yeah. Swiss is doing his first VATSIM flights on stream. Oh, how much he's grown. I saw that, actually. Came up in my recommended videos. I wonder if he's getting tired of flying the same default airplanes into the same 5 short landing strips. Maybe he needed something different. I didn't watch the video, but yeah. He kept just got back with Subway. Of course you did. Of Of course you did. I could actually go for Subway right now. Would be good. You got 2 profiles on World Flight? What do you mean by that, 2 profiles? Not even close, Caleb. You want me to be honest with you, dude? I'm slightly nervous. Every single person that is going to World Flight, minus a couple of us, has flown in that sim before. I have 0 experience flying in that sim. My first flight is going to be in front of you guys, hundreds of people watching me. On my first takeoff, my first landing, I have no clue what this thing flies like. Like, I would always say that give me 10, 15 landings, and I'm sure by the between 10 and 15 I'll understand how the aircraft flies and I'll be good to go. But like, I got no time, man. Nothing. 0 practice flights, nothing. I have no clue what this thing's gonna fly like. Is it gonna be super balloony? Is it just gonna fall out of the ground? It's gonna fall out of the sky onto the ground? Man. When is the first stream? This first stream starts on Saturday. It'll be up live on my channel Sunday. Or Saturday night, most likely Sunday. Is there a new plane or a new sim? What do you mean, Eamon? We're doing ours in a 737-800, but there's multiple. Never flown in a sim before, so unprepared for the, oh, pretty buttons and knobs. Exactly. So many switches. What does this one do? What does that one do? Team starts streaming in 6 hours for those that might want to watch. Yeah, well... Do you think everything's going to be ready in 6 hours, Mike? That's a stretch. That's a stretch. This has been there's far too many things that have been left to the last minute, in my opinion. But I know that Maverick is working like an absolute madman to try and make sure that everything's getting done and everything's ready on time. But fuck me, dude. Mac, dropping the $20 donation. Huge no floaties to you, man. Thank you very much for support. I appreciate you. Incredibly kind, dude. Thank you, man. Thank you. What do you mean it will be live the next day? I'm in California. Wait, what?
Wish I could support you more. Thanks for all the entertainment.
Hey, man.
I wish you a great trip. Hope you have some time in LA to got to the In and Out HQ and got to their merch store and also got Pink's hot dog. Can't wait for World FLT.
Hell yes. Mac, thank you for your support, my friend. I appreciate you, dude. We'll definitely go to the In and Out HQ right under 24 left. That is definitely happening. Hopefully we get to try some of the other things as well. So thank you, Mac. I appreciate you, man. Thank you. It'll be fine. Absolutely nothing at all will go wrong. Yeah. The home 737 and 74 cockpits look unreal. Ah, dude, it's crazy, man. It is definitely crazy. Mac, thank you for the support, my friend. Guys, can we please get some no floaties in chat for Mac dropping the $20 dono? Thank you, man. Appreciate it, dude. FYI, 248 is closer. Runway is closed. Correct. Yes, 248 is closed for another 9 months. So we're going to be grabbing food and probably going to stand under 24 left. They're still landing all the big ones there, so. Cap, what sim did you do with Smitty? Dan answered you. We were in Toronto when we did that. I forget you have to go check on the video, but it was in Toronto. All right, center pump's done. Good. We are 330 miles from top of descent, chat. Cruising away. Definitely going to be landing with that sun setting. Last week they were doing landings on 24 left as well. Yeah, they're doing all the landings on 24 left. I've been checking it out. There was an Emirates 380 that's landing 24 left and stuff, so. Waiting for Subway to send me a sponsorship offer in the mail. I mean, at this rate. So my question is, when is the first flight going live and when is your first flight going live? Got you, Sanjay. The first official flight for World Flight, I believe, is Friday at midnight. So Saturday morning, very, very early. Friday at midnight, because that is Saturday Australian. I believe that's when it starts. I may be wrong on that, but I'm pretty sure that's when it starts. My first flight will be on Sunday morning. Sunday morning at 10:30, I believe. 10:30 a.m. Pacific. Is Is this for World Flight? I believe it starts on Saturday. This is World Flight, yeah. Yeah, Saturday at 12 a.m. Saturday, so. The actual World Flight starts at 2 p.m. Eastern, I believe, Saturday. Oh, was it in the morning? I thought it was morning in Australia, evening for us, Honcho. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know, man. All I know is when my legs are. That's all I know, dude. That's all I know. This is when I'm flying. This is when I have to be here. Okay, good. Let's do it. You guys want to see my schedule? I'll gladly show you the schedule here. So my first flight is with Mr. Midnight Maverick as the first officer. Daniel Barry in the jump seat with Flyboy running dispatch. Fantastic group right there. Absolutely nothing can go wrong. Oh, Geo's not going, so just remove main dispatch because Geo won't be there, so that'll be replaced with somebody. But my first flight is 10:55 a.m. We're supposed to be there about 45 minutes to an hour before our flight. So I'll probably be there around 10 a.m., get all set up and ready to rock and roll. And then we're done by 5. So that's on Sunday. Monday, I'm there at 3 p.m. with Mr. Faviano, so probably show up at about 2 p.m., bring some drinks, bring some food, whatever, get ready. Jeff and I are going from 3 p.m. till 10 p.m. We've got some cool legs. And then Tuesday, long day, I'm there at noon. I leave at 10. Off on Wednesday. Wednesday, I'm going to do plane spotting. And then for Thursday, the longest day, 8 a.m. till 8 p.m. So that's going to be a real long one. And then Friday, again, early enough, 8 a.m. to 7 p.m. In for Friday. So pretty long finishing. It's a little bit easy, kind of eases me into it. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, a little bit. Tuesday it starts getting in there, off Wednesday, and then the craziness Thursday and Friday to finish up. And then I leave super early Saturday morning. So as much of a vacation that this is, it's not really a vacation, chat. As you can see, I'm spending hours and hours and hours flying, streaming. So I will... I'll be there. Dispatch 2 and main dispatch. So the main dispatch is the guy that does... he's going to push back the airplane. He's going to file their flight plans. He's going to be the one that does the sim brief profile to make sure that everything is everything's good. We have the correct fuel. We have the correct everything, right? Cost index. Everything's going to be done through the main dispatch. Dispatch number 2, I believe, is the one that is in contact with the crew. So he's going to have a headset and he's going to be monitoring the captain and first officer, and we can make calls to them and say hey, we need some drinks up here, we need some chips, we need some pop, whatever, we need some water, whatever it may be, right? So that's a whole thing that's going to happen with that. That's kind of what those things mean. I will post this actually after today's stream.
Wish I could buy lunch. Times
are
tight.
No worries, man. Dennis, thank you very much for the $10 donation. I appreciate you, Dennis. Huge no floaties to you, man. Thank you. Incredibly kind, man. Really do appreciate it, dude. Thank you. How do people sign up for World Flight? If you go to the website, there's an application process that you can go through. As far as how it works, I mean, we're all kind of friends. We've all kind of... This is something that we've been planning, at least this one. I feel that this is probably 11 months in planning now at this point for us. We've been planning to do this for a very long time. They've actually, this is their second year doing World Flight. The crew that I'm with, the SoCal crew, this is their second year doing it. There's other teams that have been doing this for 10 years, the original guys, the ones that are in Australia and the ones that are in the UK that have the full 747 sim and stuff. These guys do this every single year. So, yeah. They're full right now. Yes, you can send in an application, but they are full completely. Yes, we are completely filled up. Everybody has a job. Everybody has a role, and it's going to be really cool, man. I'm super excited. Super excited to be able to take it all in, see what it's going to be like. I think I'm more so excited to kind of even try the multi-crew experience. I think that's going to be really, really cool. I'm so used to streaming and I'm so used to doing everything by myself, right? And so now the fact that I'm going to have not only somebody else to blame when everything goes wrong, right? Even though I can blame them, I still, there's it's going to be cool to experience the kind of partnership. Microsoft visuals, yes, they are running Microsoft Flight Simulator. Obviously, the flight model is external. But yes, they are running full Microsoft Flight Simulator. So the visuals are just going to be out of this world. They're going to be outstanding. We're flying all around the world. I believe Tanush was asking a question earlier. Is there ATC? Yes. So ideally, obviously something could happen with internet or somebody's computer or something like that. We should have ATC for every single leg, every airport that we fly into. We should have full ATC coverage the entire flight. Even at like 2 o'clock in the morning, when we're flying somewhere random and crazy, there should be ATC online. That is the plan. Like I said, this is something that's been planned for over like 10, 11 months now. It's planned with VATSIM. It's planned with all the individual VARTCs, ARTCCs, whatever the hell they call them. So, yeah. Just joined. What's this that we're talking about? World Flight. I leave for World Flight tomorrow, man. Yeah. Brendan, dropping the $26 donation. Huge no floaties to you, man. Thank you very much for your support, dude. I appreciate you. Incredibly kind. I'll let that come through, and then I'll add you up here onto the leaderboard. Thank you for the support, man. Appreciate it, dude. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That's good to know. Excited. It should be good. Yeah. Just, you know, flying in those movable planes with cockpits in a room. Yeah, well, it's not movable. It's a static simulator. So again, if you put !WF, you can go to the World Flight website and it can show you exactly what you're doing.
Sorry, Robert Felker. Husker's got my sights on you next. Winking face.
Brendan, thank you, man. Appreciate you, dude. Huge no floaty. So if you go to the website, Fly with Rookie, this is the website, the World Flight website. Here you can say meet the SoCal crew. Look, who's this ugly guy? There's a bunch of great looking people, and then there's this ugly guy. There's a bunch of people, right? This is the crew. These are all the guys that are going to be doing the event. Again, it's 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. It does not it doesn't stop, right? It's a full week non-stop. If you want to see the sim, this is the simulator. I can run through some of the pictures and show you. This is the sim. So, of course, we've got Microsoft Flight Simulator visuals out. It's TVs. There's 3 TVs mounted, I believe. One on the left, one in the front, one on the right. I believe it's 3 TVs. 75-inch 4K monitors is what they are. That's what it's running. The visuals, again, absolutely outstanding. That's what it's going to look like for us. I think it's going to be incredible, especially when we have some crazy weather and stuff like that. Again, more picture of the cockpit. That's what it looks like with the sim running in the background. Again, it's going to be absolutely incredible. Truly, truly amazing. That's what the sim looks like that. So it's going to be pretty wild, man. It's going to be pretty wild. It's a full functioning 737. It's even got like the whole flight crew area. That's where the dispatch is going to be sitting, and there's computers out there that program everything, that run everything as well. So it's pretty cool. Pretty damn cool, man. How do you like Flightbeam MSP? It's really good. Really, really good. Yeah. Dropping vapes. Brandon, thanks so much, man. Appreciate you, dude, as always. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Tomorrow, I thought you leave Saturday. Yes, sorry, not tomorrow, Saturday. Did I say tomorrow? I keep forgetting because the event starts tomorrow. I leave Saturday at 6 a.m. Have to be at the airport for 4 a.m. Pilot Unknown, 12 months, celebrating 1 full year. Huge no floaties to you, man. Thank you for your support, my friend. I appreciate you. Incredibly kind. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Truly do appreciate it, dude. Thanks so much. Thank you so much, my friend. Appreciate it. Santiago, I am doing well, man. How are you? Hopefully all is well. All is great. We are at cruise en route to San Francisco. We're going to watch that sunset. Why are they using Australian time? Because that's where it originally started, was Australia. Yeah. Anyone fly much in South America? Thinking about joining CAP, a bit of those legs. I don't have any experience down there. Experience in the US and a little of European for reference. As long as you've got your charts, it shouldn't be too bad, Davis. There's some great scenery. One of the approaches, actually, that we get to do, we get to fly into, I forget the airport, but it's absolutely crazy. The airport that we're flying into, Mav and I. So super excited for that one. We're doing Argentina up to Brasilia. are you going to be able to see and talk to chat while in the sim? I will, yes. So I'm going to be streaming up on my channel. I'm going to do my best, obviously, to have like my phone up and like interacting with my chat. You just have to remember, and I'm going to do my best to continuously remind you guys, the main priority here is flying. So it's not going to be as much interaction as like a normal stream where I come down, I sit, you know, we chat, we say hello to everybody in chat. It's not going to be like that. It's going to be very quick. Okay, let's get into the sim. Let's get our, you know, checklists out. Let's get the aircraft turned around. Let's get our taxi going. Let's get our departure. Then I'll turn my attention more to chat and kind of be hanging out with you guys and doing that. So, yes, I will have interaction. It's actually pretty cool. The way that it works is this panel down here actually shows all of chat. So when you're in the aircraft, instead of it having like the instrument cluster like this, which you can do, but the way that they have it configured is they have like the chat down here. So yes, I will be able to see chat. I will be able to do that. Also, don't forget that we are riding with somebody riding jump seat who is also going to have chat open, and he's actually probably the person that's going to be interacting the most. Obviously, he's not going to you know, they're not going to over speak the pilots and with what everything's going on there, but they're going to be monitoring chat, and they're going to be writing and typing, and they'll be able to answer any of the questions that like need to be immediately addressed and stuff like that, right? So yeah. Damn, you got a Captain Canada background EFB, pretty cool. I do, right? Super fancy. I'm very fancy. Hello Cap, haven't watched a vid in a minute. I'm happy to be back. Dennis, good to see you, man. Welcome back. That sunset 3 years in, and I still can't believe it. When I started 2020, 2002, I never thought we'd get to sim looking like this. I agree, man. Yeah. Jump seat person will likely be the voice of chat to pass along questions and pilots to co-pilots. Absolutely, Dan. Especially in certain, you know, like when we're taxiing, somebody's got something to say. Of course you could do that, right? But like critical phases of flight, like, you know, while we're departing, while we're landing, like obviously we're not going to be looking at chat and stuff like that, right? So, can't put into words how excited I am to get this new PC. Absolutely, man. Absolutely. How do you get your background? If you go on flightsim.to, there's like a file and a mod that you can download that allows you to change. You just change the picture. It's in the PMDG aircraft folder. You can change it to whatever you'd like. I saw somebody, Honcho, did you post something about I saw something about like a virtual accident or something like that? Honcho, did you post that earlier? Somebody posted it. I can't remember. I'm sorry if I missed it. I was scrolling through. Okay, no, it's Flite. Did you hear about the viral paper crash a few days ago with a CFI student flight on Snapchat and flying into the storm and ripped the plane apart? I did not see that. That's fucking crazy. A Piper M500 just dropped 6 minutes ago for Microsoft. Interesting. Very interesting. No, it wasn't you. Sorry, Honcho, wasn't you. Cable Linder, how are you? Welcome back. Hope you're doing well. Good to see you, my friend. Welcome, welcome. It was a terrible CFI who didn't respect his students' concern. It cost them both their lives. Oh, they both passed away. Damn, that's not good. That's not good at all. You never like to see that, right? I can understand about mistakes happening, but when it costs somebody their life, that's, yeah, 2 lives at that, man. That's very sad. Where did this happen? Where was this? How long until top of descent? 200 miles. 217 to be exact. Probably about 25 minutes top of descent. Seattle Center. Geez, we're just catching the tail end of Seattle Center. 13545.
Hawaiian 26 Heavy, Seattle Center,
Ken dropping the $20 donation. Huge no floaties to you. Thank you very, very much for the support. I truly do appreciate that, Ken. That's incredibly kind. Thank you for the kind words attached to that, man. Appreciate you guys. Thank you, man. I'm very excited for Flight Sim Expo. We'll have to go grab some dinner or something one night. We'll make it happen. We'll make it happen. The crew.
Correction, flight 340 vectors for the eye left approach runway 16 right.
250 on motion start for
South Center.
WestJet 655 with you 50370.
WestJet 655, Seattle Center squawk and ident.
Hit the magic button, WestJet 655.
I like that magic button.
Seattle Center, Boeing 1 Alpha Mike Heavy with you, follow 400.
November 1 Alpha Mike, Seattle Center squawk ident.
Cap, how long does it take to learn to fly 737-800 for beginners? Depends. Everybody learns at a different level, right? I think it just depends how, like, you know, do you have any other training with, like, Airbus or any of the other aircraft, or is it just, like, going to be your first Boeing?
Looks good to me, WestJet
Depends.
655.
Right. South Center, good evening, WestJet 1774, flight level 370.
Cap, Jen and I watch a few different streamers, and you are by far the most honest, real humans out there.
We'll squawk ident, and we've got it coordinated with the pilot in front. We're doing Mach 79. He should be doing 80.
WestJet 1774, roger. Maintain Mach 0.78 for spacing.
We'll plug in 78 for spacing, and we'll flash now for WestJet 1774.
November 1 Alpha Mike, correct contact.
He's got that. We're slowing down a little bit more. Ken, thank you, man. I truly do appreciate that. That's incredibly kind. Thank you for those words. Cap, Jen and I watch a few different servers, and you're by far the most honest, real human out there. Thank you, man. I really do appreciate you. Thank you. CFI was very disrespectful and immature guy. So sad that his conduct took his and especially his students' life. Yeah, that's kind of crazy, man. You guys were saying it was in OKC?
WestJet 1774, turn 30 degrees left.
30 degrees to the left, WestJet 1774. Jesus, man. Everything was fine. Fuck. I hate this. Everything was fine.
1 mile south of
Everything was fine. We've got enough spacing in front of us. He's like 7 miles in front of me. Everything's fine. Now we're getting vectors and doing this and doing that. Was a crash that happened? Yes, I guess so. Yeah.
I'm sorry about that. 3671 and 4000 for Southwest Electricity.
American 570 radar contact 25 miles.
That Snapchat is what? There's like an actual Snapchat of it?
It's crazy.
Everything's fine. Don't look. Nice lighting in the cockpit now, though.
Hawaiian 26.
My flight's in the afternoon to San Francisco, so I'm excited about that. At least it's in the afternoon.
26, radar contact 19 miles south of the Newburgh BOR, 10,000.
Jesus, Bob, that's not good.
Expect vectors for the ILS runway 28 left approach, Portland Isles.
Nothing to see here, blamed it.
3.
It's really all. The end of it, it's just Dan's fault, really. That's just the reality of things, is it's Dan's fault. Is it still 2-0 in the Ottawa Sens game? Ottawa and LA, is it still 2-0? Why is he vectoring you from your flight plan? Because the aircraft in front of me, I don't know, man. I wish I could explain it. I don't know why slowing down speed isn't enough. Apparently we're getting S-turns and getting vectors. Snapshots were terrible. That is negligence. I got both of them killed. Yeah, that's pretty wild. Hopefully that's an eye-opener. Man, look at how scratched up our windows are, chat. Holy. This thing is old. My goodness. Need to get the Windex out. It is always Dan's fault, 100%. Guys, can we get some blame Dan's in chat, please? It's always Dan's fault. Did a bird crack the windshield? It's pretty bad. Pretty rough. Pretty rough. I love the textures on this. They're beautiful, man. Lots of high-level cloud for me, dropping the FPS pretty hard. Oh, not good. Apparently, AJ. Oh. Might be a real big blame Dan if he messes up his dispatch. I would agree. Yeah. Birds can't fly at 37,000 feet? I don't think so. No. Not enough oxygen up here. Bird strikes are really only a thing like when you're like VFR or like off takeoff and arrival, you know? If you think about it, it's kind of crazy that there are not more bird strikes out there. Or like strikes with like random objects and shit. What's the medicine tonight? I forget the name of it. I quite like it though. I'm going through it pretty quickly. Mopar would be proud. Been enjoying some time in the Dash 7. Being that I love the GTX 750. This one is... yeah, I don't know. It's fine, man. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, dude. It's all good. I don't know. I don't know where we're going. I don't know where we're going. I don't know what we're doing. We're just off on a vector. Off on the vector of life. I don't know. You hit a drone, but don't you worry. I won the battle this time. Jesus, yeah, this time. Being that I love the GTN 750, this one's actually better than the summer given it. But again, I like my Garmin navigators. Yeah, I don't know, Les. I just feel like... I've seen a couple videos on it. I just feel like it's very... I don't even know what the word is, honestly. I want to say like amateurish, but like, I don't know. It just didn't do enough for me. The sounds weren't good enough. Like, there's just so many things that like I feel could have been better. That's just me. Like, if you're enjoying it, I'm glad. But for me, like something, you know, right? Like, when he gives you a vector off your flight plan, you just go by the ATC instructions from then on. Yeah, he's most likely going to send us direct. He'll probably give us a right turn direct NV or Tacos. Somewhere like that. He'll probably turn us back. He basically sent us off because we were getting a little bit close to an aircraft in front. So he's most likely going to turn us back, I would think. Okay, well, Seattle Center is not even online anymore. Anybody notice that? He just logged off. I was wondering when we were going to get vectors back. Fuck's sakes. Pardon my French, sorry. I'm just going to go direct NV now. I'm going to throw it back into LNAV and VNAV. There we go.
He's offline. He just made a mess and then he just went off.
Okay.
Good old VATSIM. Alright, well, back over to Unicom. We do have LA Center, though. We have LA Center on 13555. I think he covers up here in Oakland, right? Oakland and San Fran. Yeah. Homie just vectored you and bounced. Yeah, he vectored us a solid like 30 miles, too. 30, 40 miles. It's okay, we should have good separation now. Until the aircraft behind us comes up and... Jesus. Watch, I bet you that's going to be the problem. Watch. Ghosted by center. I mean, we have to be real close to being out of his... Yeah, like... I feel like we're already in California, are we not? There's KMFR. What's KMFR, chat? I feel like that's already in California, is it not? We're definitely in California. Medford? Oh, so we still are in Oregon then, okay. It's still there. So we might still be there then. We're real close to the border. Hey, sorry if I'm late. Has the pilot schedule for World Flight been posted yet? Gary, after this stream, I'm going to post it up on my YouTube, and then I'm going to make a nice little. I'll post it up in my. Post it up in my Discord as well. Yeah. But you're in Oakland Center Aerospace. Oh shit, that's right. That's right. That's right. For some reason, I was thinking LA covered Oakland, but they have it split. I completely forgot. Do you know why? Because I'm thinking about. I'm thinking about Pilot Edge. Pilot Edge would be considered the same thing. Yeah. Sorry, chat. Answering a message. What is the flight time? 1 hour and 58 minutes. I think 1 hour and 55 minutes. Which is, it's funny because Air Canada on my, like, on the app for my flight, it says that I have to be there, it says that I have to, the flight's 1 hour and 59 minutes. So they're saying gate to gate 2.5 hours. It's actually a pretty short flight, to be honest with you. Vancouver to San Francisco. Just shy of 2 hours. Hey Cap, will you be doing World Flight at home or you'll be flying from somewhere? I'm going somewhere. I'm flying to Los Angeles on Saturday morning, very early Saturday morning. Flying to LA, Ontario, just outside LA. Return leg? No, unfortunately, man, I still got a shitload of stuff to do, man. I got to finish packing. Some other things I need to take care of around the house. Making sure everything's set up. That's pretty much it for today. And then tomorrow's kind of a relaxing day. I just got to go drop off Daisy out to my mom's, which is about an hour away from me. I've got to drive there, drop off Daisy, and I don't want to be up too late because I got to be up at 3 a.m. Saturday morning. Up at 3 a.m., have to be out the door by 3:30 a.m. Actually, no, I have to be up at 2:30 a.m., out the door by 3 a.m., car dropped off by 3:30 a.m., at the airport for 4 a.m. Fuck my life. Maybe I'm going to plan to be at the airport for 4:30 a.m. I feel like 4:30 is a little bit better, because then I can sleep till 3 a.m., leave by 3:30, airport by 4, or drop off the car by 4 a.m., at the airport by 4:30 a.m. Yeah. Do I have real live time on? Yes, live time, live weather. What are you flying on the way? 2 737 MAX 8s and 1 CRJ 700. Exactly, just pack the same shirt, 2 pairs of shorts, and you're good. Oh, man. No, we do have laundry, though. I'm packing for about 4 or 5 days. I've brought like 4 or 5 days worth of clothes, and I'll do some laundry when we're down there one of the nights. How far out? We are 135 miles away from top of descent. Are you doing YOW LAX direct? No, there's no such thing, man. It's Ottawa, Vancouver, Vancouver, San Francisco, Ontario. How many times have you been to LA? This is my first time. Second time being to California, first time being to LA. Any AM before 7 a.m. makes my head hurt thinking about it. It does, because it just throws everything out of whack, Brendan. Like, what am I going to go to bed tomorrow at like 8 o'clock at night? I'm going to literally try. I don't think it's going to be possible. I'm going to do my best to go and fall asleep tomorrow at like 8 or 9 o'clock. Wake up for 3 a.m. At least that way I'll get like, I'll feel decent if I get like 5 hours, 6 hours of sleep, right? I'll feel somewhat manageable. It's going to suck if like I'm kind of excited for this too, so I feel like it's going to be difficult to lay down, keep myself down while I'm excited about it, so I don't know, we'll see. The time zone shift too, 3 hours, yeah. Rice, out of all the mods, I feel like this is the best option, at least for me. I feel that this is the best option. Yeah. Is there somebody right behind us now? There is. Look, see? Look what this guy's done. Whoever's behind me, go like Mach 7.7, so we don't have any issues. I'm doing Mach 7.9, so if you do Mach 7.7, we should be good. Yeah, it's going to be pretty crazy. As far as that, the Horizon Sim mod is definitely the best 787 mod that's available right now. I would say it's worth it.
Company traffic, that is about 5 miles ahead of me.
Clocks turn back Saturday night, so you'll get an extra hour. Correct. Yes, they do. They do. We do gain an extra hour, which is nice, because that'll give us an extra hour of sleep that night when we get there. Excuse me.
Hey, Cap, what's your speed?
Mach 7.9. If you go 7.7, we should be good.
Roger, I'll go down to Mach 7. Yeah, 7.8, you do.
7.81 for you guys as well. So, Cap, if you want to speed up a little bit, you're more than welcome to.
Sounds good. Thanks, man. All right, let's go to 8.0. He's going to do 7.8 behind us, and hopefully we don't have any issues. Keen for the next iteration of the UFT. We'll see, Robert, to be honest with you. I don't mind the way that it is right now. Like I said, a couple features that I wish were in it, but other than that, I don't mind it. I feel like it does exactly what it should. So, yeah. 77 until your top of descent. I've got 115. 115. You're gonna fly 777 to Roblox tomorrow? Nice. Enjoy it, man. Enjoy it. Oh, you want me to take some drugs and pass out on the plane? I actually like enjoy the plane experience, but yep, absolutely, Robert. I'm punching in on my World Fight flight details into a calendar on your phone. Good, cool. Probably good to have. I'm just going to always look at things the night before, Dan, and kind of just plan from there. I think, Dan, like somebody had to cancel last minute, so there may be a few changes made to the schedule, but I don't think anything crazy, right? What airline are you using for your trip? Air Canada and United. Air Canada and United. I'll be doing Microsoft when I get a new PC in about a year. There you go. Sweet. Excited for when I go down to Canada at the end of the year, purely for the plane experience again. Absolutely, man. I always tell people, if you're coming to Canada and you get the chance to fly on a Q400, you're lucky, man. There's not very many Q400s flying around the world. You get on a Q400. Air Canada's got the A220s as well. Nice. I've heard the CFMs on the Max sound like mini GE90s on startup. Ooh, I'm excited. Should I get some startup videos? We'll see. Maybe we can get some startup videos. I think it's going to be real dark. It's the only thing. It's going to be like 5:50 pushback, 5:45 a.m. pushback for 6 o'clock departure. I don't know. We'll see, man. We'll see. I don't know how good we're going to get it. You can get the 200s in Quebec. Yeah, they still fly them in here into Ottawa, too. I still see them sometimes. Yeah. The A220 in the Wales. Yeah. Lucky in Australia, we have plenty of Q400s. My mom flew on one recently. There you go. Very cool. Your Inuit gravel runway ops? Man, crazy, right? Air North and their ATRs and stuff. I got to fly on a Q400 with Porter. Nice, very cool. Flights are nice, no trolls, just normal people joining a group flight together. Ignore Seattle Center. That was, yeah, I don't know what that was all about, man. I don't know what that one was all about. That was a weird one. Like, unless he had, like, an internet connection or something going on, but, like, really weird to just... Like, I still don't understand why you wouldn't just slow people down. Like, why are you giving... I don't know. Anyways, I'm not the ATC. I don't want to fight about it. I'm always thankful for ATC. Sometimes I just question what we're doing. It just doesn't make the most sense. But maybe he had logic behind it. Captain Nolan, welcome back, man. When you travel, do you use travel sites like Expedia and etc.? Not really, Huskers. I usually just go directly through the airline websites for booking. Most of the time, it's the best deals. You can maybe get some deals, but I feel like for Canadian Airlines, there's nothing really with those travel sites, Expedia or whatever. Yeah. I usually just go to like aircanada.com. I also have an Aeroplan points now, so I got an American Express Aeroplan for the company and for me to use and stuff for the Captain Canada, and they give me some pretty cool like incentives. Like I got 70,000 bonus miles for joining, and then I got a bunch of extra bonus miles if I spend $1,000 a month on the card for like 10 months or the first year. I get 3,000 extra bonus miles a month and stuff, so yeah. Mom killed his internet because he was supposed to be brushing his teeth. Uh-oh. Cam maxing out the CC on this LA trip. Honestly, man, I've had the airfare paid off for like 9 months now. We've had the Airbnb paid off for a good couple months. I knew that we were going on this event, so I locked in our rental car. I told you guys about that. If you ever know that you're going away somewhere, Hertz has some unbelievable offer. If you pay for your rental car for more than 3 months in advance, if you're renting a car from Hertz, you save like, I don't even know how, 40%, 43%, I think is what it was. It was supposed to be like $1,000, ended up being like 500 and something for the car rental. Because when you pay in advance. So anyways, I've had all these things paid for. So honestly, do you know what the biggest expense of me going to California is? The weed. How much weed I'm going to consume at the dispensaries. You know what I mean? So yeah, use a Delta Amex as well. I mean, shit, dude, crazy amount of points, Huskers, right? I get 3 times points for every dollar that I spend on any Air Canada purchases. So if I just go to the Air Canada website, pay, and then put it on the, you know, fuck, dude, you get crazy points, man. Medicine is expensive. Oh yes, it is. I've already spent $300 on medicine and I'm not even there yet. That's just by me preemptively getting somebody to go to the dispensary for me, so that when I land, I don't have to run to the dispensary and wait. Because I don't think I'm going to make it on time. Dan didn't plan his flights accordingly. Can we get some blame Dans in chat, please? I got to sit at the airport and wait for Dan to show up on his special flight from Denver, because he decides to show up late at night, just as the dispensaries are closing. So really, the only person to blame here, chat, is Dan. Like, we already know. Like, who plans flights around when the dispensary closes? Come on. That should be the first thing you're looking at. When you're planning a flight, you go, what, okay, dispensaries close at 9:30? I better not get in at 9 o'clock, because what are we going to do? We can't go to the dispensary. Come on, Daniel Barry. What United plane are you flying? A CRJ 700. It's probably the worst United planes. Well, United flies, it's SkyWest actually. It's SkyWest operated for United. So it's actually a SkyWest 737-700, but still, it's the RJ. Yeah. You know, Kyle, you're an honest man. I'll give you that. I mean, just being honest. It's California, dude. We're here on, it's World Flight. I gotta stay sane somehow, right? It's not like there's traffic in LA, right, Dan? Yep. How long are you gonna wait for Mr. Barry? I land at 7:40? 7:30? 7:40 or 7:30 I land. I think Dan gets in at 8:50. So just over an hour. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't know. I may go get the rental car. And take care of all of that, and then just drive curbside and wait for Dan. And then I think from me picking up Dan, we're going to go right to the sim. So, yeah. Go ahead.
you going to the island 28 right or island 28 left?
28 left.
Yeah, 28 left.
Cool. I'm trying to see if we can do a parallel.
Unless you want to do the full show approach and do 28 right for a parallel.
In-N-Out Burger? Oh, dude, trust me. Don't worry. Yeah. Do you like get a free bag with your AC card, kind of like Delta does for their Delta Gold? A free bag? No. I didn't get anything special. I don't have, like, I'm just starting, Matthew. What do I have? Like, Air Canada has, I forget what it is. The way that they have it set up, it's weird. They have their, they have different statuses on it. You have like 25K, 50K, 100K status. So once you get to certain ones, yeah. See, it's still letting me put in a flight upgrade offer for that one. It's weird. They haven't they haven't closed the bid upgrades yet. That is 100K you have to do each year. Oh, it resets every year, Les? Yeah, we won't be doing that, will we? I think it's going to be on the World Flight YouTube channel. Jack, I'll be able to provide a link with that in the Discord and stuff. If you're not on my Discord, put in the Discord. Yeah. If I book using my Delta Amex, I get a free bag. Damn, really? No, I don't get anything special like that, man. No, absolutely not. I get 3 times the points. 5 times? 3 times? 3 times the points. For any Air Canada purchases. I don't know. Let's go back to this page. Go to Arrival, and we're going to search for the weather in San Francisco. Alright, there we go. The weather is here. Weather? Okay, it's not grabbing the weather for San Francisco. No problem. We'll grab that ourselves. Luckily, we have multiple different ways of getting the weather information. We can load our descent winds, get those ready to go. And the altimeter's 3009. Good, we'll throw that up to there. We'll execute that. Beautiful. You have a Delta Gold with Amex. If you book it and use that card, you get a free bag at check-in. Interesting. Like, what do you mean, like a bag? Like a carry-on bag? Or like a bag of goodies? Like treats? Chocolate bars? Like, what are we talking about here? I'm very curious. I don't fly enough in the States to get any of those perks, anything, but... YYZ to Heathrow or Eham tomorrow. Go to Eham. Especially with that new scenery. Very nice. No, a bag of weed. Hey, man. Before you get on this flight, take this bag on us. It's filled with medicine. Hey. That's how you win over the people. Oh, yes, okay, I also get that. Yes, Huskers. Yes. I also get that. Actually, I think I get that just by being an Aeroplan member, I think, is how that works. I'm not entirely sure. But you know what? I just noticed that I'm able to click on the airplane and see the seat map now. So they've unlocked the seat map. How many do they have? Okay, they still have only 2 business class seats open. There's no way there's that many people flying in business class on a Saturday morning. That's crazy, dude. That is crazy. I wonder if, like, people are flying... Are people flying, like, standby business class seats? No, because they would be open. And there's 2 open for the Vancouver to San Francisco. That's really the only one I care about. I don't even care about that morning one. As long as I get it for Vancouver to San Francisco so I can get the lounge for 4 hours. Or 3 hours, whatever the hell it is. Nick, what's up, man? Good to see you, dude. Welcome back. How much did you bid for an upgrade? They wanted 250. I bid 300. 250 was like the minimum. I put 300. So I didn't bid the minimum. We'll see if we get it. And Auto lost 3-2, so they almost made it back. Employees are behind revenue customers, so no standby. Okay. Fewer flights and more people are buying first and business class now. Pardon me. Do you know how expensive it is to outright buy the business class? Dude, it was insanely expensive. It was in the thousands of dollars to buy business class for these seats. Let's go to our charts. Let's go to our star charts. The Bodega 3. I believe we need to be at 1,000 feet. Yes, bricks for 1,000. So that will be our initial descent. Go down to 1,000. Good. And that is happening in 15 miles. Any tips for landing an Airbus? I used to butter the demon. I used to be a butter demon in the 737, but now I just can't seem to properly land the Airbus. It is very tricky. Airbus, the whole fly-by-wire system, cut your power at 30 feet. That would be my easiest kind of tips and tricks. Cut the power at 30 feet. Start a nice shallow flare, slightly pulling back a little bit when you hear like the 10 or 5. Yeah. ECAP, just curious, what do you do for work? IRL. You're looking at it, Jack. I'm a full-time content creator here on YouTube, man. So between YouTube ad revenue, donations, memberships, and external contracts to the simulator, I make enough money to live my life and survive and pay my bills. And yeah, very, very, very lucky. Very fortunate, Jack. Very. And a farmer. No. I own a horse farm with my fiance. I don't really do anything. She does everything. She's the star of the show over there, man. Cap, we're flying all over the world, and I'm still learning how to get from cold and dark to ready and taxi with the PMDG. Ah, you're good, man. You're good, man. When are we getting hitched? Most likely next year. This year coming up. Professional horse poop remover. Dude, removing horse poop is actually difficult. You ever tried to remove horse poop like from like the grass out in the fields and stuff where they are? That's difficult, man. Because it's basically just grass and it just gets stuck on all the other grass and you gotta like, fuck. It's a pain in the ass, man. You ever muck a stall? You have to go in and, man, it's a nightmare. Pain in the ass. Need a tractor. I bought a tractor this year. We're good to go. Got the tractor. Can confirm. Can't say I have. It's nasty. Yes, it is. There's our top of descent, friends. Starting our descent down into... I'm going to go back to speed intervene. There we go. Looks like I joined the stream right at the right time. We were talking about horse poop. Honestly, what are your thoughts on weed? If you're successful, does the stigma really matter? What stigma? I don't really... Honestly, man, the way that future, like... It's not the way that it was back in the day, right? It's a lot has changed about weed now, and I feel like the stigma behind weed, although there is still a stigma behind weed, I feel that people are finally understanding that there are far worse things in life than weed. Alcohol, basically all the other illicit drugs and drugs that are available, everything is far worse, right? I don't know. Tried streaming today on YouTube, but no matter what I did, there's a 20-second delay. Have you ever dealt with that? I mean, you can put the easiest way about that is when you go to your streaming, you go to your stream settings, you can set a stream latency, and you probably want to put it to low or ultra low. If you're looking for a near interaction with people, you probably have to go to Twitch. YouTube, no matter what, because of the size of YouTube and because of their servers, there's going to be about a 10-second delay. I have mine on ultra low latency, and there's still about a 10-second delay between when you say something, 10 to 15 seconds when you say something and I see it and respond. But yeah, that's just unfortunately the way that it is on YouTube, man. There's not much you can do about that. Where do you see yourself in 30 years? Still flight sim on a PC, nothing, or full motion sim? I don't know, dude. You want my honest thing, man? I've kind of just been riding this. I don't know, man. I didn't even know really like what to expect by doing this, to be honest with you, man. I still remember the day that I came home and I told like chat, I had like a, you know, I got myself to a point where I felt like I had a super established group of people that were supporting the channel, and it's crazy, man. I still think about it all the time. Like, it's so crazy that I've become fortunate enough to find just a bunch of people that kind of are like me and like-minded and have the same, you know, mentality and outlook when it comes to like flight sim and stuff like that. It still blows me away. It's wild. It is absolutely wild. Rick, what's up, man? Good to see you, dude. Will you do another flight? No, this is the last flight, man. I've got a lot to do and not a lot of time to do it. So there's a couple things I still need to take care of. Yeah. Will we ever see a first officer, Mrs. Canada? Probably not. I don't know. It would be up to her, man. I would never... This really isn't her thing. She kind of gets a little bit nervous when she even thinks about like what I do for work and having to like go live in front of hundreds of people and potentially make an idiot out of yourself. So, yeah. I don't think so. I don't think she would ever jump on stream. I just don't see it. But who knows? Never say never. You got Papa as well. How's the weather in Ottawa? Cold, man. Cold. Starting to get real cold now. Although today's weird. I think it's supposed to rain tomorrow. So yeah, or it's raining right now apparently. Okay, that's good. It's raining right now. It's supposed to be warm tomorrow. 11 degrees tomorrow. It's supposed to be nice on Saturday though. No rain on Saturday for my flight out. So we'll see how that goes. But let's see what the weather looks like where I'm going. How's the weather? Yeah. Weather is beautiful in California, of course. If we look at the forecast ahead, stunning weather. Absolutely stunning weather in California for the week that I'm there. Are you flying business class to Vancouver? I don't know yet. As of right now, no. I'm sitting in I'm sitting one row behind the bulkhead, so it's supposed to be a more leg room seat. We'll see. I may upgrade. I'm waiting to see what's going to happen. I have a bid request in for my flight from Vancouver to San Francisco, just so I can get lounge access, because I have a 4.5 hour layover in Vancouver. So I've got one in there. We'll see what happens with that one. That's the priority to me, honestly. Being able to get into the lounge and free food and, you know, be able to kind of chill, get like a nice little lounge chair and kind of just chill for a little bit. Always nice when the weather cooperates when flying. Yes, exactly. Which means no delays. Yeah. Wait till she hears about your Only Planes account. Oh boy. You're going to see Russell Peters on Saturday. Nice. Is he still touring and doing things? Man. Haven't heard that name in a hot minute, if I'm being honest with you. Been quite a while. Okay, we're on the bodega. We're doing things. We're descending. Everything's good. We're in VNAV. Let's go to our approach. We'll start getting some frequencies and some fun stuff set up here. So 109.55. I'm going to flip that down here. 109.55. Flip that back. Good. Flip that down. 109.55. Good. Flip that back. Beautiful. Approach course 284. Let's bug that up. 284. Good. We'll bug up 284 as well. Good. Let's go ahead and set our minimums. 213 on the ILS. 213. Should be nice and easy to set that. Good. Cool. And then our barrow, what do we have for our barrow? Descent was forecast 3009 for our barrow pressure. 3009. Good. And I'll pre-select 3009 over there as well. Cool. Another flight? Nope, this is the last flight. Last flight of the evening. my friends, do not worry, guys. Like, I've got, again, as I was mentioning before, I know that I'm not going to be streaming from my normal setup over the next, like, week or so, but, like, don't forget just how much content there is coming to the channel. There's going to be a plethora of content available, so do not worry. There's something about this hobby and the community that is really special. Can't put my finger on it. We're around these magical machines using parts of our brains that many don't use. It's addictive. I agree. I think that's perfectly said, perfectly worded. I feel like I'm accomplishing something. A lot of people, like a lot of my friends that don't do flight sim, they'll sit there and they'll say, okay, so wait, you go to an airport, you spend like 30, 45 minutes loading the airplane, setting up, getting everything ready. Then you fly in real time. So an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, 6 hours, 10 hours. You fly in real time and then you land at the airport and then you're done. You finish. And I'm like, yeah, it's exactly what we do. We simulate exactly like what they would do in real life. And my buddy's just like, I don't get it. I don't get it. And I'm just like, I don't expect you to get it. I feel like there's a lot of people that don't get it. But if you do get it, you completely do get it. And you understand, like you said, addictive. There's something about this. There's something about like VATSIM and Pilot Edge and having these high fidelity aircraft and being able to fly together on a network and have voice communication and stuff. There's just something about it. And I think what really it comes down to is a lot of us have, from a young age, we've become infatuated with airplanes. Like for me, it's not even infatuated about becoming a pilot, because if I'm being honest with you, I don't know if I've ever wanted to become a pilot. I've considered it as an option. I've considered it to the point where I've gone to see if like I can take loans out for flight school and stuff like that. But I don't think I've ever like truly in my heart like really wanted to be a pilot. You know what I mean? Now, there's a lot of things. I didn't really want to be a welder either. I never thought I would be a YouTube content creator either. So I guess you could use that and say that, but I don't know. I think it's just because of what this allows me to do, especially from like, you know, just how far technology has gone and what we're allowed to do and what we can do from our desktops right now. It's crazy, you know? It's, yeah. Maybe like discipline involved, maybe. Could be that too. I mean, I think for everybody's going to be different, right? I think that there is going to be like some common things that everybody has in common about why they love flight sim, but I also think that everybody's going to have their own reasoning behind it, right? I feel like, you know, for like somebody like Will, for example, Will may use the sim because he flies in the real world. So the simulator can be a place where he can either, you know what I mean, kind of like fuck off and do whatever he wants to do fly loop-de-loops and do whatever, and then he can keep the super serious flying for, or complete opposite. He can use the simulator as a training tool and implement what he learns in the sim from flying on VATSIM, Pilot Edge, the aircraft, whatever, and implement that into real life. We just did a video not that long ago. A friend of mine, Les, he made an entire video where he was flying, IFR, and I was doing all the radio comms for him. I've never done any radio comm in my life, and I sat down in that aircraft. One, I was extremely nervous, but at the same point, two, once you do it, and once you do it more than once or twice, it just becomes like clockwork, just like it has been for VATSIM or Pilot Edge. There was no difference. The only difference was, okay, this guy's getting paid to give me air traffic control. I want to try and be as good as I can and read back everything to the best of my abilities, the best that I've like kind of caught myself or something like that. You know what I mean? So, yeah. Trader, we're talking about flight sim, man. There's no reason to bring up those, like what type of religion somebody follows. Who cares, man? We're doing flight sim, dude. That's not, we're not here to talk about religions and stuff. Yeah. Have about 70 hours in real life, flew solo, and then realized flight sim was more my comfort zone. I don't think there's anything wrong with that, Dan, either, man. Nothing wrong with that. Patches never be a pilot. Cap took his yoke away. Fuck. Poor Patches. Poor Patches. I used FSX to help get my PPL, immensely helped. 100%, man. 100%. That's why I laugh at the people that, like, you know, will come in and, like, they'll be like, oh, you're just, like, you know, like, you're a fucking nobody. You're just using your flight sim. Like, go fly a real airplane. You know what I mean? Blah, blah, blah. It's like, bro, come on. You know, like, there's so many people. I can tell you where
Captain Canada will be in 30 years. He'll be having Captain Canada III on his knee, telling him to flare and cut the power at 30 feet, and previewing a developer copy of the Aerosoft to 330.
Nice. Nice. 30 years, we're still going to be waiting for the Aerosoft 330, but we'll have a preview version of it. Huge no floaties to you, my friend. Thank you for the support, C2A. That was a good one. That was a good one. Now, we're not going to have any little Canadas. Unless, like, you mean I'm going to, like, our dogs are going to get crazy smart in the next, like, 20, 30 years, and I can train a dog to land an airplane. Those will be the only children that you will see here on this channel. I can pretty much assure you of that. Yeah. The music in the background went so well with that C2A read. You're gonna have little Cap Canadas walking around? No. Real flying has got too expensive. Thank God for flight simulators. It is, man. It's crazy. But like I said, I feel like flying in the real world goes hand in hand with flying in the simulator. And again, you've heard me say this all the time. Flying in the simulator is 100% what you make of it. You could fly in the simulator and you could completely fuck around and just have fun and do whatever you want to do, right? Because it's a simulator. There's no consequences if you tilt the plane over and you crash into the ground, or you do a flip and it tears a wing off. There's no consequences, right? At the same point, you could have an ATPL, or you could be going for your PPL, and you could be using this as like redundancy checks and to make sure that your flows are all set perfectly, and you know what I mean? Like your cockpit, like there is no difference between this cockpit and the real 737 cockpit that I'm going into in like 2 days, right? Like I've taught myself how to fly on these 737s, but I'm going into a real 737 in 2 days, and I'm going to be able to fly it, and everything's going to be like the same, and everything's going to be in the same position and stuff, right? So I think it really comes down to these simulators, how you use it and how you want to use it. There's so many options out there. There's so many, you know. Just go look at my landing challenge crash at the expo. See, there you go. I'll buy an i7 13700 RTX 4060 8 gig and a 1 terabyte NZXT each 13. Do you think it's good for Microsoft? It is. Yeah, it is. It's funny, after real flying, I can't bring myself to fly recklessly in the sim. I mean, I understand that as well. I'm not really a fan of that. I don't really, you know, I try in the simulator and do what I would in real life. Well, as much as I can, right? I'm obviously not trained to fly these aircraft. Could I be better at flying these aircraft? Maybe. Could I be a little bit more by the books? Sure, absolutely. Much more SOP oriented. Yeah, sure. But that necessarily doesn't appeal to me, right? I feel like we have that perfect balance of like real world ops. We fly the same aircraft. We fly to the same airports. We park at the same gates. We're following a checklist to a sense, right? So, I don't know. Speaking of checklists, let's do our descent checklist. Altimeters, 3009 set and cross-checked. Minimums, 213 set and cross-checked. Landing data, we're going flaps 30, 150 on the V approach speed set and checked. Approach briefing has been complete. Auto brakes, we're going number 3 as required. Seatbelt signs are on. Pressurization panel is set. Recall is checked. Descent checklist complete. Good. You're turning for final. Okay, cool. We are still at 11,000 feet. We're waiting until we get to bricks. We need to be at bricks at 11,000, and then from bricks, I'll kind of just vector us down and in. I'll descend to, I don't know where we had to be. Give me a second. Approach. Let me open this up. We'll probably aim to be at Rock Me at about, I don't know, 3,000 feet, 3,100 feet. Hell, we found out this cross the pond that we can plane spot in the sim. See? Exactly. One day we can all afford these badass parts. We'll have these beautiful visuals, but for now, as long as I'm flying, I'm happy. Yeah, absolutely, man. Remember the first time was in real life inside an A320 after starting this, and I looked inside the cockpit and I was really blown away that it is exactly like the A321X. 100%. Absolutely, Vicente. Yeah. I'm telling you, man. Do you know what I actually noticed is like, I don't know, to me, the first couple times that I sat inside a 737 was just how small everything is, right? You don't realize like how small these little switches are. Maybe just because we're in the sim and they look just bigger than they are. But to me, that was one of the big things that like kind of blew me away, was just how much smaller like all the switches and how like confined you really are in the flight deck. That was one of the big things that kind of blew me away. I was like, huh, that's pretty crazy. All right, I'm gonna go down to 6,000. I'm literally just going off of what like I would be doing on Pilot Edge if I was at this point. I'd be getting the exact same vectors if we were on Pilot Edge. So we're gonna go 140 on the heading. And we're just going to vector ourselves. We'll give ourselves a nice little down leg. We'll give us a little bit of room flying out this way, and then we'll go left, and then we'll go in down. We want to kind of aim ourselves at rock me. That's kind of where I want to go to. So we'll end up going direct to, and we'll hopefully do that. I don't know. Do we have a speed restriction?
Level 7,000. We're going to be on
Star.
the ILS runway.
I think we just had 250. Yeah.
East at the Archie transition. Again, we're going to be coming in 15 miles out. ILS to San Francisco.
Alright, he's 7,000 at the Archie transition. I'm going to try and look for him. This may get a little bit confusing with him out there, especially with no ATC. I'm going to do my best. We're coming in from the south. We'll see what we can do. Okay. Let's make sure that those are on. Let's get those on so we can get some nice little wing views. Good. We've got an aircraft over there as well. I think he's going in for 28 right. Okay, done, good. Kind of like how arenas and stuff were smaller when you're not watching it at home. Yes, true. Very true. Yeah. Alright, I'm going to go on a heading now. Let's go on about a 45 degree, so we'll go 095. Actually, sorry, 105. Should be good on that. Put us on a nice down leg. I'm going to go flaps 1. Bring my speed back to 230. Should help with flaps 1 on the descent here a little bit. Going to arm our ground spoilers as well. Sounds can go up. I'm going to try and coordinate with this aircraft. We're a little bit high. I still can't. There's no way I can go in at rock me. Unless we really get the aircraft down, but I don't think we'll be able to do that. We'll see. Might be able to squeeze it in. So I don't think I'd ever fit in a CRJ cockpit. I've never sat.
WestJet 685 is turning a 12-mile final runway 28 left, and we have.
Never sat in an RJ cockpit. I've sat in a Q400. They're actually surprisingly roomy, which is a little bit weird, but yeah. Alright, let's go flaps 5 degrees. It's really going to help with the descent now. Alright, so I've got that aircraft in front of me.
You have plenty of room to come in from behind.
Okay, that's you on 28 left?
Yeah, we're on final now.
Okay, perfect. I'll swing in behind you, thanks.
Yeah, no problem.
Alright, cool. We'll swing in behind him. Perfect. There we go. All's good. Bring the speed back down to 10, so we're a little bit better on that speed trend. We're going to come in right behind him. I was looking for him on... There he is right there. Perfect. Alright, cool. Good, good, good. So we should be good. So what we'll do is we'll take us out to Wetor. Wetor? Yes, Wetor. That's what we'll do. So we'll go legs. We'll direct Wetor. We'll execute that. We'll go on to LNAV. Beautiful. And then what we'll do is we'll bring this down to 4,000 feet. Captain Student, how's the tracker? Really good, man. Really, really good. I enjoy it thoroughly. Especially like when we're flying these approaches and stuff. Yeah, really cool, man. Really cool. All right, before we roll out here onto final, let's do a little bit of performance tools, shall we? Landing on route, San Francisco. Yes, select. We're going to be landing on 28 left. Beautiful. We'll import from aircraft. Good. Flaps 30. That's all good. We'll import the weather, and we'll go ahead and calculate our V speeds. Looking like a VREF of 150. Landing distance 5,700 feet should be perfect to vacate. Got a little bit of a long taxi once we're out here as well. But everything looks good there, chat. I'm happy with that. We're going to go 500 feet per minute now. Should be plenty. Just waiting for glide slope to come alive.
Southwest 1426 is on a 15-mile final runway 30 left.
Man, busy airspace. Holy. All right, I'm going to arm our localizer. 150 on the V app, and I believe that's what it's going to give us there as well. Yeah, flaps 30, 150. Cool. So that all looks good there. And then what we'll do is we'll go back here and we'll go to our arrivals, and everything looks good there. So we'll go to our airport chart. We'll go ahead and zoom that in and put that full screen so that we can see exactly where we want to vacate. My guess is we'll probably vacate on Delta. I seem to always try and get Echo, but I usually get Delta. And then we're going to go Delta, Alpha, all the way around, and we're going into the international side over here. WestJet, which is odd. Air Canada parks over here. WestJet parks over here. Weird. All right, and we'll arm our approach switch, bring our speed back down to 180. And there we go. Glide slope has captured 15 miles out. We don't have to put any gear or anything down like that. Looking good. San Francisco traffic, WestJet's 1774, 15-mile final, 28 left. San Francisco. Cap switching on my phone because I got a shower. Sounds good, man. What's the difference in arming the localizer and the approach? I don't know. Other than I think the way that you're supposed to do it is you're supposed to capture localizer and then you're supposed to capture glide slope. I don't really know. You'd have to speak with like a real airline pilot to be able to tell you. Could need an oil refill. Why? What happened? I'm so excited to shoot this approach in real life on Saturday. It's going to be cool, man. Do you know how many times I've flown into San Francisco in my flight sim life, between like flying on VATSIM, flying on Pilot Edge for all of these years? Oh, man. I've probably flown into this airport over 100 times in flight sim over the years. I even feel like 100 may even be like an understatement. But, yeah. I think we're going to grease the landing. I feel like we have to. I'm putting a little bit of added pressure onto myself because we have World Flight. This is my last landing before World Flight. So, all right, we're going to slow up. We got an aircraft in front of us. We're going to go gear down a little bit early. We're coming up on 2,500 feet, but I'm just going to go gear down a little bit early. There it is there. We'll go flaps 15 degrees at 170 knots. Perfect. And our V approach speed was 150. Only maintenance can speak of the airplane. Exactly. Remember, guys, if you haven't done so, please don't forget to smash down that thumbs up. We're looking for 200 likes on today's stream. If we can hit 200 likes, I am a happy man. Do me a huge solid, guys. Smash down that thumbs up. And again, looking to vacate probably on Delta. That's what we're going to be aiming for. Let's get all the lights on. We're looking good there. Cool. Let's go ahead and kill the overhead light. Good. Let's go flaps 25 degrees, and we're going to go final approach speed now, 150. And with the speed rolling back, coming through 160 knots, we'll go flaps 30, which will be our landing flaps. There's 160, flaps 30. Go wave to California Speedway down in Fontana for me. Sounds good. I think we're actually pretty close to that as well, Reg. We definitely can do that one. Cool. Yo, cam's going on. Enjoy the arrival, friends. I'll catch you all down on the ground. I'm taking the shades off so I can see what I'm doing. We need to start the replay. Replay. Good. Recording. Good. Cool. Enjoy the arrival, friends. My aircraft. My throttles. Let's do it. Sounds are up. Enjoy.
San Francisco traffic, American 2112, push and start, 8 Charlie 4, emphasis.
1,000. 400. 300. Approaching minimums.
Craft feels
200
nice.
minimums.
Trimmed out nicely. Continue.
100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
Ooh, little firm. 155. Actually, not really. Felt firmer than it was. Nose down gently. Reversers out. Decelerating. That actually wasn't bad. No floaties on that one. 60 knots, reverser stowed, manual braking. Hopefully we'll hit the exit here to the left. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome down to San Francisco. Alright, did we actually hit Delta this time as well? I think we did. We did hit Delta. Nice. Okay, we're going to go all the way forward to Alpha. We're going to get some lights on so we can see what we're doing. Good. Let's go ahead and clean up our flaps, clean up our spoilers. San Francisco traffic, WestJet 1774 vacated, 28 left, San Francisco. Alright, we actually hit Delta there, chat. Nice. Landing lights are off, beautiful. Strobe lights are off, wing lights are off. We'll go ahead and spool up the EPU. Good. We do have a recording of that, so I will make, I'll bring the time forward as well so we can see a little bit better, but we do have a recording of the landing, so that's always good. That's off. Beautiful. After landing checklist. Engine start switches off, flaps up, speed brake down, radar off. After landing checklist complete. Beautiful. Remember, guys, if you haven't done so, don't forget to smash down the thumbs up. 200 likes on today's live stream. I'm going to go back here. I'm going to go to home. And I'm going to zoom in. I'm going to lock on that. And I'm going to zoom in. I'm going to see what gates these are because I have no clue. These will at least show me the gates that I need to go to. Turn the sounds down a little bit. Right. We need to go to... Where are we going to? We're going here. Bravo 2 is where the real aircraft parked. So Bravo and 2. Bravo 2 is not available. Okay. Bravo 3? Where's Bravo 3? I don't even see Bravo 3. Okay, what about Bravo? Okay, they're obviously not working, so that's fine. Just go into there. It'll be fine. 250 likes for the return flight. No way. Fortunately not. Like I said, man, a million things to do before I leave Saturday morning very early. It's already 10 o'clock here as well, which is crazy. Great stream, got to run. Have a safe travels to Cali, brother. JJ, take care, man. Thanks for support, too. Appreciate you. And look forward to seeing you guys, man. Thanks, man. Appreciate it, too. Good flights.
Have a good night.
All right, hour and 59 minutes. Should roll that back a little bit, but I feel like we're about right on time. About an hour and 56, hour 55, something like that. Right upstairs, APU gen is on, APU bleed is on, good. ISO valve opened, good. Hexing all the way around here. And we have to go in at, I don't know what this is, but we're going in right there. Have a great trip, Cap. I'll for sure check out the world flights when I can. Sounds good, man. Yeah, I'm going to be posting all kinds of content as well as here is on my Instagram. I'm going to just, like I said, I'm going to be live for the entire event, but I'm also going to be doing all kinds of YouTube shorts. I'm going to do all kinds of plane spotting stuff for you guys as well. So I've got a ton of content that's going to be up on the channel here in the next little bit. So please do stay tuned for that if you are interested in real world stuff. I know a lot of us are into the simulator stuff, but it's always fun when you get to fly real world as well, right? So we're going to be getting all kinds of real world stuff done as well. So that will be all kinds of fun. lot of YouTube shorts. Do I have to go in here? No, keep going down here. Maybe a collab with airline videos? Most likely not. As I said, I'm usually part of the flight sim world, so I don't even know, like, I'm there for world flight, right? Like, that's the main thing, is we're there for world flight, so it's going to be, you know, a lot of my time is taken already, right? I don't really have much time for other things, and I definitely don't want to commit to other things, right? So I don't want to commit to anything and then not be able to do those things, so that's always would be shitty. Okay, I'm trying to see the way in. This airport is definitely still under a severe amount of work. This is supposed to be the updated one. I don't even know where the hell we're supposed to be parking. We're supposed to be down here somewhere, but obviously you can see here on the charts that this is not how this is looking. So with that being said, chat, we're going to take this gate right here, because the gate that we're supposed to go to doesn't look like it exists. So we're just going to roll in here. By the way, this is handcrafted. You pay extra for this, by the way, in case you were wondering. Yep, I know, pretty crazy, right? You pay extra for this scenery, and I got to be honest with you guys, it's horseshit. It's fucking terrible. The fact that we pay extra to have this scenery in our simulator is laughable. I cannot wait till we have a I can't wait till we have a flight beam in here. My goodness, it's going to just be so much better. All right, let them up, shut them down. Oh, hold on, let me get the park brake on. Let them up, shut them down. Seatbelts are off. Off. Good. Anti-collision lights off. There we have it, my friends. What's bad about it? Dude, there's not even like any ground markings or anything. There's no like there's no lines that lead you into the stand. Like there's no nothing. There's no like gate service either. Like our parking is supposed to be here. There's no jet bridges here, unless there's not jet bridges here in real life, but I find that hard to believe. Like the jet bridges aren't modeled. There's no like actual taxi line around here either. Like look at how it was on the chart. We're supposed to have multiple like taxi line entrances here and stuff. There's nothing. There's none of that. It's just not good. Not good is what it is. It needs a lot of work. And again, like I would have no problem if this like scenery was installed in the simulator. Okay, good, thank you. But to like charge people money to have this installed in the simulator, that's where I believe they deserve total criticism, because that's not acceptable. Can't charge people for this, man. This is fucking terrible. Terrible. Blame Dan. Dan's fault. That's all I know, chat. It's Dan's fault. We're gonna watch our replay. I can't see a damn thing. I know that where's the light? Where's the light? The light's here somewhere, isn't it? The dome light. Oh man, I literally can't see. Okay, we're gonna bring the time back, chat. I can't see a damn thing. There you go. And we'll watch the landing when it's like this time, and then we'll get brightness in here. I was looking for that and I couldn't find it. We'll make sure the lights are on. Good. Yo's can come on as well. Good. That's all good. Okay, cool. Let's go and watch the replay with the play button. Beautiful. We'll bring this in like this. I just advanced the time so that we can actually see the landing. There's not much point in watching the landing if we can't even see what's going on. So we'll watch a couple views from here. I'm going to take time now to thank my mods, my donators, and my sponsors. Thank you everybody for your support. I truly do appreciate it. I will be posting the schedule up here in the coming minutes after the end of stream up on my YouTube channel. I'll also be making a post in my Discord channel. If you're not in the Discord, put !Discord in chat to join the Discord now. If you're not following my Instagram or Facebook as well, you should be doing that. !Insta, !FB to follow the Instagram and the Facebook, as we will be doing all kinds of stuff. I mean, it said it was a good landing. I don't know. We'll have a look we'll see what it looks like outside. I'll be posting all kinds of stuff again, YouTube shorts, Instagram videos, Facebook videos. I'll be doing all kinds of stuff while we're away, trying to just, you know, let everybody know what's going on and how everything's done. So again, mods, donators, and sponsors, without you guys here, it ain't possible. So thank you all for your support. I truly do appreciate it. You guys are the backbone of this channel. You guys allow me to do this, and I am forever grateful, man. So thank you guys for your support. I'll keep you guys updated as well what happens with my business class. Fingers crossed we get business class. We've got the flight request in. Hopefully we'll get it. But thank you everybody for being here. To everybody that cannot donate, I feel like that was a good, maybe even a little bit of a hop, skip, and a skip down there, Mr. WestJet. It almost looked like it came up a little bit because I saw the tire smoke. Let's take a look at that again. I almost had a little bit of a skip there. Might have flared it a little bit too late and was just late on the control column. To everybody else that cannot donate with a monetary value but still comes in here, smash down that thumbs up button. I appreciate all you guys, man. Thank you everybody for your support. You guys are absolutely incredible. Again, all kinds of content coming out. World Flight. Really looking forward to it. Guys, enjoy the replays. Enjoy the outro tunes. And I will see you guys all in California for World Flight. Probably Sunday. That'll be the next time you'll actually see me on camera. But other than that, looking forward to it, guys. Have a safe couple days, and I will see you guys all soon. Happy landings, friends. See